Food every day. In Roanoke, it's Gedney's Restaurant and Grill on Highway 431. What are you doing for lunch tomorrow? You could be enjoying Gedney's Lunch Buffet, home-style vegetables with a choice of meat. Give us a call at 863-8272 or come by and see why everyone eats at Gedney's. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill, more than just a steakhouse, located on 431 in Roanoke.
Life is a tough game, and when it gets tougher, say from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the Expert Rehabilitation Services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as The Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500.
Football season is here, and Big Boys is ready to take all your area high school football orders for banners, T-shirts, and yard signs. At Big Boys in downtown Roanoke next to the old theater, you can find drones with cameras, Traxxas remote control vehicles, motocross riding gear, and motorcycle helmets. Big Boys also has a huge indoor batting cage. Go by or call Big Boys at 334-863-6427. That's Big Boys in Roanoke, 334-863-6427.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Curtis Lynch Memorial Field. Wadley getting the spirit line revved up and ready to go. Right now we're going to throw it down to Eric Velasquez. Eric, how's everything going on the sidelines for you? I think Eric has his headset on. He can't hear us. Yeah, Eric doesn't have his headset on. Anyways, Wadley and Pleasant home in round one action tonight. They will play the winner of the Isabella and
hang on, I've got it right here.
Who Isabella's playing?
I want to say it's
like Highland home or something like that.
Isabella's playing Milry.
Milry, yeah, that's who it is. The same team Wadley had to play in the baseball playoffs last year and lost to in a best-of-3 series. But that one's in Isabella. If Isabella were to win, Wadley would play next week against Isabella right here at Curtis Lynch Memorial Field. And we're doing Wadley next week again, so we'd be here for that one. If Milry were to win, then Wadley would have to travel to Milry, because that's just how the bracket works. And I know that may sound not smart to some of you the way that's set up, but that's the reason why Handley had 3 away games as a number 1 seed last year, is because of the way the bracket's set up.
Yeah, it's a weird way that how Alabama High School Athletics Association does the bracket, but it's just the way they fall, and, you know, it helps some teams. It doesn't hurt some teams where you play at, but I don't think that anything could hurt this Wadley football team.
The only thing that could hurt them seems to be themselves, is they've got a great football team. Number 1 in the state in offense, number 1 in the state in defense. They beat Horseshoe Bend last week, 62-6 was the final for that one last Thursday night. They had a day off Friday, a day off Saturday, got to rest up till Sunday, and came in for film, and had a long week to prepare and get ready for this Pleasant home team. And I think the Bulldogs are ready to go.
Yeah, I think so too. And we also got to see Pleasant Homes warm up, and they've got a good set of kids out there, and there's a bunch of seniors and juniors on this team. They're going to be fighting just like the Wadley Bulldogs are, but
yeah, and they're going to be fighting just as hard, because it's one and done in the playoffs. This could be your last football game you ever play. These two teams have only met one time in both of these teams' storied history. They played in 2006 in round 1, Terrence Wilkes' senior year. Wadley played Pleasant home here and beat them 32-13. I think Terrence had 4 touchdown runs that night. Wadley looking to replicate that and get another win here tonight against the Pleasant home Eagles. And I guess they'd kind of see the measuring stick as Pleasant home played Georgiana, Brantley, people like that. They may not play Brantley, but it's a really high chance they're going to play Georgiana in round 3.
Yeah, there's a really high chance in playing all these tough teams. They might have to pull out a tough one next week against Isabella. Isabella is always a tough team to play against. And Sweetwater, we may have to see Sweetwater. And there's always Maplesville. Everybody always talks about Maplesville and how good they are in 1A. So,
yeah, I saw a post today on Facebook. Maplesville looking to become the third team in the history of high school football in Alabama to win 4 state championships in a row in all classifications. Hoover's one of them. I think Hoover and Sweetwater are 2 of them. They're the only 2 to ever do it. Right now we're going to take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
It's fall, and the ever-changing weather can make it hard to keep your home comfortable. Don't sweat it. Talk to the specialists at Bain Heating and Air Conditioning for help. Right now, they're offering up to a $1,600 rebate on a qualifying new Lennox system that can give you the control you need and the comfort you want. Call Bain Heating and Air Conditioning today at 1-800-894-3353. Alabama license number 12072.
Football season is here, and Big Boys is ready to take all your area high school football orders for banners, T-shirts, and yard signs. At Big Boys in downtown Roanoke next to the old theater, you can find drones with cameras, Traxxas remote control vehicles, motocross riding gear, and motorcycle helmets. Big Boys also has a huge indoor batting cage. Go by or call Big Boys at 334-863-6427. That's Big Boys in Roanoke, 334-863-6427.
It's a fact. When you need medical care quickly, you want a professional there to attend to you or your loved one. That's why you need Emergency Medical Transport, or EMT for short. Their staff of highly trained technicians and paramedics get medical help to you quickly and safely during those important first few minutes of an episode. And getting you to the hospital is only part of the process. Efficient, accurate medical assistance while you're getting there is all important too. That's why when you need medical help quickly, you can rely on Emergency Medical Transport, Roanoke, Randolph County, and surrounding areas.
First State Bank is celebrating 45 years in the banking business and would like to thank you, the customers, for making us your bank of choice. First State Bank is always happy to help you with any of your financial needs, whether it's your first checking account or applying for a loan. Stop by any of our 3 locations in Wedowee, Lineville, or Ashland for a friendly and unique banking experience. First State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At RMC, we love serving people in small towns throughout Northeast Alabama. But there's nothing small about the care we provide. For example, we're a member of the UAB Cancer Network, have been awarded the Blue Distinction Award for Cardiac Care by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama, and are rated in the top 5% in the country by the Commission on Cancer. It's not about the size of the town. It's about the strength of our regional health system. Regional Medical Center. Advanced technology. Advanced care.
Lafayette Nursing Home is a long-term care facility providing a home, not just a bed. They offer skilled nursing services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Lafayette Nursing Home also has podiatry, dental, and eye care services, as well as in-house x-ray, lab services, and mental health care services. They accept Medicare, Medicaid, private pay, and long-term care insurance. Go by and see Lafayette Nursing Home at 555 B Street Southwest in Lafayette, or call them at 334-864-9371.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
Cheer and celebrate what these young men have done this year, and we pray, especially tonight, they are able to compete at their absolute best. We pray specifically for their safety throughout the entire game, especially for our guests who have a distance to travel home. We pray in advance for that safety and watch over them. It's also a beautiful day as we set it aside to honor our veterans, for the freedom that we're enjoying right now, for people who sacrifice to be away from their family, whether it's peacekeeping or in combat. We thank you for those that have committed their lives to service so sacrificially. And so we ask your blessings on those families that serve us and those that have gone before us for our history. And we say thank you. In Jesus' name. Amen.
every day. In Roanoke, it's Gedney's Restaurant and Grill on Highway 431. What are you doing for lunch tomorrow? You could be enjoying Gedney's Lunch Buffet, home-style vegetables with a choice of meat. Give us a call at 863-8272 or come by and see why everyone eats at Gedney's. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill, more than just a steakhouse, located on 431 in Roanoke.
Life is a tough game, and when it gets tougher, say from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the Expert Rehabilitation Services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as the Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500.
Football season is here, and Big Boys is ready to take all your area high school football orders for banners, T-shirts, and yard signs. At Big Boys in downtown Roanoke, next to the old theater, you can find drones with...
All right. Now we're going to throw it down to Eric and try to get some field conditions. Eric, can you hear us down there?
Yeah, I got y'all loud and clear. Kyle Levi, field conditions right here are average. You know, we're getting down into that deep cold. Right now it's 49 degrees. Humidity's at 74, so expect some fog mid-game. Nothing too bad like last night. Last night we were at RCHS. Fog got really, really bad. But tonight it shouldn't get that bad. But it is a lot colder tonight, 49 degrees, and it's expected to drop 1 degree per hour. Not too bad, but something to get used to. First round of playoffs. Everybody's hyped up. Everybody's going to keep warm. Should be a really good game.
Here comes Coach Fordham and the captains for the Wadley Bulldogs. Your captains, number 52, Miles Welch. Number 16, Tay Brown. Number 81, Garrett Masters. And number 9, Kadarius Zachary. Some young kids for captains for the Wadley Bulldogs. I guess the future, I guess. I know Garrett lives in the Wiley house with Christy Wilson and them. He's a really good kid. He went to Ransom Ministry with us in Mobile. I got to spend a whole week with him. And Garrett's a good guy that's got his head on his shoulders. He's a good kid. Pleasant Homes captains, I'm trying to get the numbers on them real quick. So number 11, Jonathan Cooley. Number 5, Nicholas Woods, or 55, Raymond Malden. And number 10, Rico Bonvio. Now we're going to throw it down to Eric Velasquez and get the coin toss for you.
Come in, guys. Take teams and introduce yourselves, please. Congratulations, Captain. Captain.
This is Mr. Nathan Greathouse.
All right, guys. We appreciate y'all being elected captain tonight. We know you've been chosen for that honor by your respective teams. 2 things go along with that. Assisting us with penalties, with decisions. I don't mind if you look to your coach, but once you tell me what you want to do, that decision will be final. If you have a question, ask me and I'll repeat it as many times as it takes to get you to understand what that penalty is. We're going to go red and we're going with white. Make sure you exhibit good sportsmanship. That's one of the prime things in consideration in high school football. We know y'all do a great job. You wouldn't be elected captains. So help us with that. If we ask you to help somebody to tone them down a little bit, please take care of that for us so we won't have to. All right, we have heads and we have tails. I would like to know what you want, heads or tails, before I flip the coin.
Tails.
He is called tails. He's called tails, Mr.
Yes,
Van Oden.
sir.
All right, it is heads. It is heads.
We're going to defer.
You want to defer. That means you want the ball, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, which over here. All right, put your backs over here.
All right, Kyle Levi, y'all heard it here first. Wadley wanted to toss. They choose to defer, and they're going to kick in that direction, far direction to the field house.
Yeah, Bulldogs kicking right to left. Thanks, Eric. They'll be kicking right to left from the backs to the scoreboard and faces facing the field house. We're getting ready to go here in Wadley, Alabama. We're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
CPI Truck sells classic Chevrolet truck parts for your 1947 to 1972 Chevrolet and GMC trucks. CPI Truck also sells a variety of truck accessories for your late model Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, and import trucks. We also have toolboxes, brush guards, window visors, bug shields, and much more. That's CPI Truck. We're located at 750 Highway 431 in Roanoke. Call or stop by 863-8782 or check out our website, cpitruck.com.
Are you ready to start the next chapter of your life? New student early registration for spring semester at Southern Union State Community College is November 28th and 29th at the Opelika campus and November 30th at the Wadley and Valley campuses. Regular registration for spring semester is January 4th, 5th, and 8th at all campuses. Your future starts now. Check out Southern Union State Community College at suscc.edu. Classes begin January 9th.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke can help you get to a better state, because Ken Seifert will talk with you, listen to you, and help you put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
Friday nights in Alabama. That's all you need to say to bring high school football to the front of everybody's minds. Football at all levels is an important part of our state, and support for our teams unmatched. In our role as your true community bank, First State Bank understands this dynamic, and we're proud to bring you tonight's show. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wadley, and Ashland.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
And here's the kickoff from Aaron Reeves, and here we go. Round 1 action for the Class 1A AHSAA playoffs. Kick is fielded by Bovino, number 10. He takes it all the way up to the 25, and that's where they'll start 1st and 10 on their first drive of the ball game. So the Eagles of Pleasant Home get the ball to start the ball game. That's Wadley won the toss and chose to defer. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 25.
Eagles have 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
Wadley coming out in a 4-3 set. Connor Fordham, the middle linebacker in this set. Shotgun formation. Actually, a kind of pistol set with 2 wingbacks. They're running over the right side with number 10. He's hit in the backfield by Connor Fordham, and he'll have no gain on the play.
Stop made by number 12, Connor Fordham. And number 70, John Freeman.
2nd and 10 now for the Eagles of Pleasant Home.
2nd down and 9.
They line up in that pistol set once again with 2 wingbacks and 2 wide receivers to the left side. Their quarterback number 10, Rico Bovino. Bovino bring his brother Bovino in motion. Hand it off up the middle. This one's going nowhere. Hit at the line of scrimmage for a gain of 1. He'll fall forward for 1. Douglas, the ball carrier, on the play. Third and 9 now for the Eagles of Pleasant Home. They're being a shotgun set, a single receiver to the right side. They have a wing back to the right side as well. And there's going to be a flag on the play. And that's going to be a delay of game penalty. That'll back them up 5 yards and make it 3rd and 14 now. Coach Cofield getting the call in, checking all his plays. So far, so good from the Wadley defense. Third and 14 now. Here come the Eagles. They're lining up in the shotgun set once again. 2 receivers left, a single receiver to the right side. Here's a snap to the quarterback. He'll roll out to the left side looking for somewhere to throw. He's got Chris Hodges running out behind him. He runs into Connor Fordham. Fordham trucks him after a gain of about 2 on the play. Make it 4th and long now. And now they're going to have to punt to Quay Drake.
Yeah, what a hit right there by number 12, Connor Fordham. He just got lower than he did and sent him flying in the air. But like you said, they're going to have to punt to number 10, Quay Drake. And we know how dangerous he is on special team returns, Kyle.
He's 2 in a row for the past 2 weeks. We'll see if he can get another one right here. Back to punt number 5, Nicholas Woods, 5'11", 231-pound linebacker / running back. Let's see if they punt it to Quay. 4th and 10 for the Eagles. Here's a snap to number 5. Dogs are going for it. They almost got it, but they didn't. So it'll bounce at the 45 and be taken at the 49-yard line. That's where the Dogs will set up 1st and 10 for their first drive of the ball game. This one right at midfield for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10, they'll say it's down at the 50. Coach Cofield over here talking defense with Quay Drake, Rikishi Buchanan, and Carry-On Birdsong, trying to get all the calls correct out there. So here comes Connor Fordham. They're in the wishbone set. Connor under center, JaMichael Angel the fullback. The 2 edges of the bone in the backfield, Nunn and number 1, Trevor Cameron. Connor Fordham over the left side with a stiff arm. He'll get all the way up to the 30, and that's good enough for a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, and Nunn and Cameron didn't even have to block right there, Kyle, as we saw. They just kind of followed along. There wasn't a needed block by them, but it was a good game by Connor Fordham.
And Chris Hodges' shoe came off right there, so he's going to have to come out of the ball game for a play and try to get his shoe back on, so they'll sub in a new tight end. They'll go in the wishbone set once again. Nunn and Cameron, the 2 edges of the bone in the backfield. JaMichael Angel, the fullback. Connor Fordham under center. He gets the snap, hands it off over the right side to Trevor Cameron. Cameron up the middle, dragging Eagles down to the 15-yard line for another first down.
Good run by number 1, Trevor Cameron. He's a great running back, and he was brought down finally by 1 Eagle after about 3, and his name is Eric Bradley.
Wishbone set once again, Nunn and Cameron. Connor Fordham up the middle with a quarterback sneak. He'll get a gain of 7 on a quarterback sneak right off the A-gap over the right side. So now it'll be 2nd and, let's say he got 6, make it 2nd and 4. Wishbone set, Cameron and Nunn, the 2 deep backs. Fordham takes a snap, hands it off to Kobe over the left side. Kobe Nunn runs into 2 Eagles, still dragging him down, trying to get inside the 10. He gets down to about the 6-yard line. That's close to a first down.
Yeah, you saw right there how much power number 7, Nunn, has. And there were several Eagles there to try and make the tackle, but they just couldn't have enough power and strength to bring down Kobe Nunn.
1st and goal now for the Dogs inside the 10-yard line. They're at the 5. Wishbone set, Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron. 2 edges of the bone in the backfield. JaMichael Angel, the fullback. Connor Fordham under center. 20 seconds on the play clock. Fordham snaps it, and he'll hand it off up the middle to Trevor Cameron, and he waltzes into the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. Everybody was fooled thinking Kobe Nunn was going over the left side, and they ran a little fake to Kobe, handed it back off over the right side to Trevor Cameron. Walked into the end zone for 6. So now Kobe Nunn setting up for the PAT. Bulldogs line up in the water bucket formation. See if they toss it to JaMichael here. They will. JaMichael's going to walk in for 2. 8-0 Wadley here in the first quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Hi. Companies and all the employees at Russell Do It Center, I'd like to offer a big congratulations to all the area high school football teams on their efforts this season. Russell Do It Center is pleased to have been part of the support of area schools and helping to bring you area high school football on Eagle 102.3. We also want to thank you for your business and pledge our continued efforts to provide you with the finest products and service available. Come see us at Russell Do It Center, Highway 431, Roanoke.
Lafayette Nursing Home is a long-term care facility providing a home, not just a bed. They offer skilled nursing services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Lafayette Nursing Home also has podiatry, dental, and eye care services, as well as in-house x-ray, lab services, and mental health care services. They accept Medicare, Medicaid, private pay, and long-term care insurance. Go by and see Lafayette Nursing Home at 555 B Street Southwest in Lafayette, or call them at 334-864-9371.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at Eagle1023.
Welcome back. A beautiful kick by Aaron Reeves, and this one is taken at the 10-yard line. He'll run up to about the 22-yard line before he gets brought down by Tommy Overton. And now the Eagles will set up shop 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line. Really good to see Aaron Reeves out there. Aaron Reeves, after the last game, he had a little bit of a shoulder injury. He thought he tore his shoulder up. He was a little bit down about it, talking to him after the game. But it turns out he's all right.
That's a good thing. It's always good to have a good threat like Aaron Reeves.
Shotgun set. Here's a handoff over the left side. This one gets a gain of about 1 on the play, thanks to number 60 from the Bulldogs. That's Chaz Harmon. Actually got 2 on the play, make it 2nd and 8 now. Dogs up 8-0 here early in the first quarter. Shotgun set here. Single receiver to the right side. That's number 5. Here's a snap in the shotgun. The quarterback's going to run it over the right side by himself. And he runs into Tommy Overton after a gain of about 4 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and short now. Number 18, Scott on the carry. 3rd and 2 now for the Eagles of Pleasant Home, looking for their first down of the ball game.
Brings up 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles.
3rd and 2 now. Scott lines up in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers left. Wing back to the right side is number 10, Bovino. They'll bring him in motion across the middle. Hand it off to Bovino. He gets by Connor Fordham. Tries to get by Quay Drake. It's not happening. He's hitting the backfield for a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, and that was a good job by number 10, Drake, to be able to evade his blocker and make the tackle and stop them for a 1-yard loss and forcing them to punt on another 3-and-out situation.
4th and about 2 here. Wadley has to watch for the fake. Quay Drake back deep to receive the punt from number 5, Nicholas Woods. Woods with his heels lined up at his own 11-yard line. Quay Drake standing at the 50. Woods gets the snap. Wadley not coming for this one. He gets a beautiful punt off. This one spiraling back toward the 35-yard line. Quay lets it roll inside the 30 to the 29. And that's where Wadley sets up 1st and 10. So Wadley 1 drive, 1 touchdown, and 2 drives on defense and no first downs.
Yeah, that's just showing you the physical mindset of these Bulldogs when they came in. You know, they're usually pretty excited, but right now I think they're just mentally focused, and they have to all Wadley Bulldog players have tunnel vision right now.
Wishbone set once again. Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron, the 2 edges of the bone in the backfield. JaMichael Angel, the fullback. Connor Fordham, the quarterback. Connor snaps it, hands it off to Kobe Nunn over the left side. Kobe looking for running room, gets by 1 Eagle, but runs into a whole pack of them. And they'll take him down after a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7. Kobe just looking for running room there, but couldn't find much.
And he had a good block right there from number 1, Trevor Cameron, but there was just too many Eagles there, and he didn't have anywhere to run.
Here comes Connor Fordham in the wishbone once again. Same setup, Cameron and Nunn, JaMichael Angel the fullback. Connor under center. There's a flag on the play. And the flag's against Wadley. False start, or illegal procedure against Wadley. So that'll back him up and make it 2nd and 11 now. Definitely not what you want to see.
No, it's not, Kyle, but let's see what Ken Fordham's play calling ability does to get them back inside the sticks.
Wishbone set once again. Cameron and Nunn, the two edges of the bone in the backfield. Connor snaps it, tosses it to Cameron over the right side. Cameron cuts it back up the middle, gets hit after a big gain of about 6, but it's going to be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, Kyle. I wonder if Ken's going to go to the air or if he's going to try and stay on the ground. He's been pretty successful on the ground tonight. We haven't seen him throw the football, so I'm curious what he's going to pull out of that Wadley Bulldog hat of his.
Yeah, they didn't change any personnel. Quay Drake's still over here on the sideline, so they're going to go in the wishbone and just try to make him stop it. Single receiver over to this side, that's Gage Ogilvy. Connor under center. Connor calling an audible. 6 seconds on the play clock. Connor snaps it, hands off over the right side. Trevor Cameron. Cameron's got a first down up to the 44-yard line.
That heavy set, that heavy package that they have, Kyle, is too dangerous, and it's really hard to stop. And the Eagles defense is going to have to make some adjustments to be able to stop this heavy package from the Bulldogs.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Connor Fordham under center in the wishbone set once again. Ogilvy, the wide receiver, by himself out here. They'll hand it off to JaMichael Angel up the middle. JaMichael's got a first down all the way up inside the 40. He's down at about the 38-yard line for another Bulldog first down.
Yeah, and it looks like Ken's trying to go NASCAR right here. You see him pulling his hands together and tell him to go faster, go faster. They haven't even got the play clock reset yet.
That's what Connor's waiting on. He's already under center waiting. They reset the play clock. Connor's in the wishbone once again. Takes a snap, and he'll run the option this time over the right side. And he's going to toss it to Trevor Cameron, and Cameron's got a first down to about the 26-yard line. Connor was being tackled, and he was in the process of going down and flipped it out to Trevor Cameron for a first down.
Good move right there, and smart to see himself going down and put the ball in the right hand and in the right position to make that pitch by Connor Fordham.
Just all wishbone so far, and it's worked. Wishbone once again. Trevor Cameron, Kobe Nunn, the two edges of the bone in the backfield. Angel, the fullback, Connor Fordham under center. Connor snaps it. He'll fake the handoff, throw it over the top. He's got his man wide open. That's number 13, Chris Hodges, for the touchdown. Touchdown Bulldogs, Chris Hodges. That's the same play we saw Randolph County run last night that went to E.J. Clark for a touchdown right before halftime. Line up in the wishbone set, fake it to your fullback, and throw it right over the top. Nobody's looking for it. They'll line up in the water bucket formation once again. It's 14-0 Wadley here in the first quarter. Wishbone set, JaMichael Angel out there by himself. Connor Fordham in at quarterback. Kobe Nunn in at running back behind him. And they'll get the play in. They'll toss it out to JaMichael Angel, and he'll walk in once again. 16-0 Wadley here in the first quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Bulldog Football on WLWE 94.7.
Huddleston Equipment Sales and Service of Wedowee is proud to be a sponsor for the area high school football games. There you can find a wide variety of new and used farm equipment. Huddleston Equipment Sales and Service will help you with financing on the spot. They are located just north of Wedowee on Highway 431. Go by or call Huddleston Equipment Sales and Service at 256-363-1132. That's 256-363-1132.
You know, some of us were just born with dull or discolored teeth, but they don't have to stay that way. In just about an hour, Dr. Michael Edwards can give you that $1 million bright white smile you've always wanted. That's all the time it takes in his office, or you may elect to do it at home. Dr. Edwards also offers a convenient 3-week at-home whitening program. Both are completely safe and approved by the American Dental Association and the FDA. Don't let dull or discolored teeth keep you from smiling. Call Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
It's kick fielded by number 5 at the 10. He brings it up to the 31-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what they call here. 3:45 left in the first quarter. Wadley up 16-0 already. And the flag, I think they waved off the flag. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 31 for the Eagles of Pleasant Home now. Scott lines up in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, and he'll have a wingback set out to the right. That's number 10, Bovino. And they'll fake a screen pass to the left and then throw it. This one too low. And falls incomplete. Trying to throw it to Nicholas Woods, but couldn't get it out there to him. Make it 2nd and 10 now. So Wadley just using the MO, just what they're used to. Run the football and play good defense. It's kind of like an old Alabama team. (16-0) here in the first quarter. Wadley on top of Pleasant Home in round 1 of the playoffs. Scott lining up in the shotgun. His running back, Brendan Douglas, off his left side. Scott drops back, throwing it over the top, looking for his man. Beautiful coverage by Rikishi Buchanan on number 5, Woods. Just beautiful man coverage right there, and there's no way that pass was being completed.
And if it was, Kyle, Rikishi Buchanan was all over that. And it, like you said, it was great man coverage by him. And he stretched out really nicely, and he's gotten really tall. And he's really well built, and he's really fast, Kyle. And it's a good thing to have him in the secondary for Wadley.
Scott in the shotgun, 2 receivers line up to either side. Number 88, Douglas, off his left hip. Scott on 3rd and 10, takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Looking over the middle for a screen. He throws it, and it's tipped and caught. But here comes Tommy Overton to make the big tackle, and a big hit by Ryan Fulgham, number 33. That'll bring him down 4 yards behind the line almost. They'll say he lost 2 on the play. Big hit from Ryan Fulgham. As if Wadley needed any more momentum, that got everybody fired up.
Yeah, they have, Kyle. This entire stadium is filled with all the teams that all the Randolph County, Woodland, and Hanley people here to support the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Woodland Letterman's jackets here tonight. Woodland won 3 of their last 4 games. They're getting ready to return to greatness, as they say up there. Punt set for Pleasant Home. Number 5, Nicholas Wood, going for the punt. Almost blocked. This one goes straight up in the air, and it'll bounce out of bounds at the Pleasant Home, around the Pleasant Home 30-yard line. That's what happens when you pressure the punter.
Yeah, and as you saw, Kyle, that was exactly a yard above where the marker was to mark the line of scrimmage. So this is great field position for Wadley again.
They're already up 16-0. They're going to line up in the wing T set here. Dalton Brown, the fullback in this wing T set. Trevor Cameron, Kobe Nunn, the 2 wing backs. Quay Drake out here to the near sideline. Rikishi Buchanan to the far sideline. They're going to run an option. Connor Fordham tosses it to Kobe Nunn. Nunn dives over a man at about the 28-yard line. Let's say he gets a gain. Let's see. Gains up to the 26. There's a flag on the play. See what they call. The flag is sideline warning against Pleasant Home. So that doesn't affect any yardage, as it'll be 2nd and 5 now. Pleasant Home's coach is livid on that side. Wing T set. Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron, the 2 wing backs. Dalton Brown, the fullback in the backfield. A single receiver lined up to either side. Quay Drake on the near side, Rikishi Buchanan on the far side. Connor under center, just waiting for the referees to blow the play in.
An unusual back I see in there is number 11, Dalton Brown. They must be giving a breather to one of the other backs.
Yeah, it's usually JaMichael Angel's spot, but they're letting Dalton run it. Dalton's run a little bit of fullback, and he's going to run this one. Dalton to go right up the middle inside the 20-yard line to the 19. Dalton is an athlete. Plays defensive back on defense and plays fullback / quarterback on offense, and he gets a first down to the 20-yard line. Now they're going to spread it out in the shotgun here. 2 receivers right, a single receiver to the left. Dalton Brown, the running back in this situation. Connor dropping back to pass, looking on one-on-one coverage. This one almost picked off. Number 5, Nicholas Woods. He tried to slant route to number 10, Quay Drake, but this one knocked down by Nicholas Woods. Good coverage right there. 2nd and 10 now from the 20-yard line. It's only the second pass that Connor's attempted all game. His first one was a touchdown pass to Chris Hodges. Lining up in the wing T now. Connor under center, Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron, the wing backs. The fullback, Dalton Brown. They'll bring Cameron in motion over the right side. Run the triple option, toss it to Cameron. Cameron's going to try to cut it back inside, keeps the legs churning. Not much room to go as he gets back to the line of scrimmage and make it 3rd and 10 now.
3rd and 10, and I think this is the longest 3rd and 10 that Wadley has faced in the past 3 drives that they have had, are the only 3 drives they've had since the game has started. And what do you think they're going to do, Kyle?
I don't know, they might try to spread it out a bit in the shotgun. We'll see, though. 3rd and 10. We're in the first quarter, and it's 16-0 Wadley here early. They'll line up in the wing T set. JaMichael Angel back in at fullback. Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron, the wing backs. A single receiver lined up to either side. And Connor dropping back to pass, looking over the middle, no one to throw to. Connor's going to run it himself. Gets hit after a gain of about 5, and now it's 4th and 5. Connor says kick it. Connor looked over at his dad and just kicked his leg up in there and said, let's kick it. He knows he might need that later in the playoffs. He said, let's let Kobe kick it. But let's see what his dad thinks about that. Signaling the play into Connor. 15 seconds left on the play clock. I think the Bulldogs may talk it over. And Connor's walking back over to the sideline, so they're going to talk this one over. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Bulldog Football on WLWE 94.7.
Lafayette Nursing Home is a long-term care facility providing a home, not just a bed. They offer skilled nursing services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Lafayette Nursing Home also has podiatry, dental, and eye care services, as well as in-house x-ray, lab services, and mental health care services. They accept Medicare, Medicaid, private pay, and long-term care insurance. Go by and see Lafayette Nursing Home at 555 B Street Southwest in Lafayette, or call them at 334-864-9371.
Southern Ambulance Transport is always on call and always there when you need them. And we hope you don't need them, but if you do, call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367. They are your reliable emergency and non-emergency transportation, the highest quality of service. Southern Ambulance Transport is always ready. Call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, Dogs. Spreading it out on 4th down. They're in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the far side. Connor, the quarterback, JaMichael Angel, the running back. Connor rolling out to his left side, looking to throw. He'll throw it over the top to Kobe Nunn, and Kobe drops it. Hit him right in the chest, but Kobe dropped it.
Yeah, and they say sometimes that's the worst place to throw a pass is right between the numbers, because not many passes are caught when you get hit right in the numbers.
I think he thought that the linebacker was going to get his hand on it, but it floated right over the linebacker. Floated right over the linebacker and hit him right in the chest and hit him right on the number, but his hands weren't ready for it. So now Pleasant Home will get it 1st and 10, lined up at their own 15-yard line. They're in the shotgun. Scott takes a snap. He'll hand it off over the right side to number 10, and he'll get a pretty good gain. To about the 19-yard line. Bovino, not the tallest kid to be running the ball. Bovino, 5'4", so he can squeeze in holes that most people can't get in. That's the end of the first quarter. Wadley 16, Pleasant Home 0. We'll take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Here's a word from H&M Drug in Wedowee. If you're tired of waiting in line at the so-called discount pharmacy, step up to real service. Come to H&M Drug in Wedowee. You're invited to save time. Call in your prescription and use our drive-in window. Major credit cards are accepted, and we honor most insurance plans. H&M Drug in Wedowee, the cure for the common drugstore. Open 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday.
Life is a tough game, and when it gets tougher, say from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the Expert Rehabilitation Services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as the Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500.
Are you ready to start the next chapter of your life? New student early registration for spring semester at Southern Union State Community College is November 28th and 29th at the Opelika campus and November 30th at the Wadley and Valley campuses. Regular registration for spring semester is January 4th, 5th, and 8th at all campuses. Your future starts now. Check out Southern Union State Community College at suscc.edu. Classes begin January 9th.
Hi, this is Steve Smith, manager at Russell Dewitt Center in Roanoke. On behalf of the Russell companies and all the employees at Russell Dewitt Center, I'd like to offer a big congratulations to all the area high school football teams on their efforts this season. Russell Dewitt Center is pleased to have been part of the support of area schools and helping to bring you area high school football on Eagle 102.3. We also want to thank you for your business and pledge our continued efforts to provide you with the finest products and service available. Come see us at Russell Dewitt Center, Highway 431, Roanoke.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at E.com.
On 2nd and 6, they hand it off to number 5, Nicholas Woods, over the left side. Woods rumbles all the way down inside the 5 before he's caught by Rikishi Buchanan. And there's a flag on the play. Looked like an unsportsmanlike conduct possibly on Wadley.
Yeah, I think that penalty is going to go on number 70 for Wadley. That is Jonathan Freeman. He took a crackback block by number 9 for Pleasant Homes, which is Joshua Ruth, and I don't think Freeman liked it too well.
Now, Freeman didn't like it too well, and he retaliated, and that's what gets you a flag every single time. But Pleasant Home in business now in the red zone of Wadley. They're still talking over the penalty. Scott's going to run back over to the sideline and talk to his coach. Now let's see what they call it. The head referee, unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. Those penalties offset. And then I'm not sure what the second one was. So an offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Pleasant Home now has the ball. Let's see, they're trying to reset the chains. I don't know, the chains are still all the way down here on this side of the field. They're talking to the Pleasant Home coach about it. If it's offsetting penalties, can you replay first down or second down?
I would think you would replay it on first down.
Okay, so now they're going to move the chains all the way down. They're going to move the chains all the way down and say it's first down and 10. Well, first and goal, they'll mark it at about the 5-yard line. First and goal from the 5 for the Eagles of Pleasant Home. They're still trying to get everything figured out. John David Fordham trying to get the stick set on that side. Okay, so it's first and 10, not first and goal. First and 10, they'll back them up to the 15-yard line, so that's a better case scenario for Wadley. So now they're going to be in the shotgun here with Scott as the quarterback. 3 receivers left, a single receiver to the right.
Connor calling audibles out there, Kyle.
And Connor calling audibles for the defense. He's the middle linebacker, so he's the quarterback of the offense and the defense. They're in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the far side. The running back, Brendan Douglas, off the left hip of his quarterback. The official now coming over to talk to Coach Fordham. Not sure exactly what's going on. But on that last play, I saw on the sidelines, I was looking at Coach Cofield. There were 3 or 4 of the starters weren't in on that play. Quay Drake wasn't in on that play. I don't think Buchanan was in on that play. Well, Buchanan was in because he made the tackle. But I don't think Quay was in on that play because as soon as they got that big run, he did a hand motion on the sideline, and there were about 4 players that ran back onto the football field.
Yeah, and I see what they're discussing on the sideline with Coach Fordham is they're giving both teams a sideline warning, and I think this group of officials has a big deal with how far the kids on the sideline and coaches creep out towards the field.
They're trying to get a hold on this game. They don't want it to get out of hand emotionally. It's a playoff game. Emotions are running high, but they don't want anything out of the ordinary to happen in this ball game. So they're taking their time, making sure that they get everything correct and making sure there's not any kind of big problem. He's talking to Coach Fordham once again. It's 1st and 10 Eagles from about the 17-yard line. And we're about to get back to play. Here we go. Scott, the quarterback. Douglas is running back off his left hip. 3 receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the far side. Here's a snap. Hand off to Douglas up the middle. You can forget about that. That's not going anywhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by number 60, Chaz Harmon.
And Chaz Harmon having to come out after that play, but Chaz does a great job plugging up the hole.
He does, and I think he just got a little bit of stinger in his elbow, trying to move his fingers to get the feeling back.
I got hit on the funny bone. 2nd and 10 from the 16. Shotgun set, single receiver to the near side, and a single receiver to the far side. 2 running backs in the backfield. That's Woods and Douglas. Here's the snap. Scott looking over the top, throws it over the middle. Touchdown, Eagles. Number 11, Jonathan Cooley. Took a play out of Wadley's playbook. And it's a touchdown for Pleasant Home. Make it 16-7 now. Well, 16-6, excuse me. They'll line up to kick the PAT. Scott, the kicker, on the play.
Scott setting the kick for the point after attempt.
Scott now lining up to kick. Snap the hold. The kick is up, and this one is no good. It's going to be 16-6 Wadley here in the second quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Weather can make it hard to keep your home comfortable. Don't sweat it. Talk to the specialists at Bain Heating and Air Conditioning for help. Right now, they're offering up to a $1,600 rebate on a qualifying new Lennox system that can give you the control you need and the comfort you want. Call Bain Heating and Air Conditioning today at 1-800-894-3353. Alabama license number 12072.
Any football coach can tell you that it takes a great game plan to succeed. Knowing what you want to do and how to do it, blended with the talents on your team, creates a winning combination. The same holds true in your financial life. And at First State Bank, we have accounts, loans, and financial services to tailor to your unique needs and goals. Backed by experienced and professional bankers, exceptional service, and prompt responses. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wadley, and Ashland.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
Eagles getting ready to kick this one off after they score a touchdown. The most points Wadley's given up all season is 7. They've given up 6 here early against the Eagles of Pleasant Home. And Wadley's had 3 drives and only one of them they didn't score on. But they allow a big run to Pleasant Home and ends up biting them right there. So now back deep to receive for the Bulldogs. Cade Messer, Quay Drake, and D. Eccles. Number 53, the kicker for Pleasant Home. He's going to kick this one to Caleb Bennett. Bennett fumbles it, but picks it back up at the 30-yard line. He's running over the right side, running behind Quay Drake. Gets hit by big number 5. He's still spinning, trying to make yards. He'll get up to the 41-yard line. Caleb wearing a cast on that right arm. As I mentioned, he hurt his right arm 2 weeks ago, but he said he's going to put a club on it and do the best he can.
And that's what we've seen tonight. We saw that kickoff come, and it bounced right off of that cast on his arm, or that club, as you mentioned, and he picked it right back up, and it didn't look like he had any problems carrying it.
Wishbone set, Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron, the two edges of the bone in the backfield. Cameron gets the handoff up the middle. Cameron's going to run for a gain of 12 on the play, get a first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, first down Bulldogs, and a lot of explosive blocking from the offensive line of the Bulldogs, and it was a good job by them and a great run by number 1, Trevor Cameron.
Connor's going to hurry up. He's getting his offense up to the line. Connor was the first man up to the line. He was ready to go. Line up in the wishbone once again. Connor snaps it, hands it off to Kobe Nunn over the left side. Nunn, beautiful vision right there. Nunn's got a first down all the way inside the 35 to the Pleasant Home 32. Wadley going NASCAR once again. How many times do you see a team that runs the ball all the time run a hurry up?
Not many, Kyle.
Wishbone set once again. Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron. The edges of the bone in the backfield. Angel, the fullback. Connor Fordham under center. Fordham hands it off over the right side. This one to Trevor Cameron. Big tackle by number 11 right there.
That was a big tackle, like you said, by number 11. Jonathan Cooley is his name, and he was in the backfield, and he got back there and slid by his blocker and made a big tackle on number 1, Trevor Cameron.
Yeah, Connor not happy about that one. 2nd and 10 now. Wishbone said once again. Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron, the two edges of the bone in the backfield. Connor snaps it, hands it off to Cameron over the right side. Following his blockers, another big tackle by Cooley, but he'll get a gain of 9 on the play.
Yeah, it looks like that's their defensive leader right there is number 11, Cooley, for the Eagles, and he's made 2 big tackles that could have turned around and made the ball game different.
Yeah, Cooley's the heart and soul of this defense. 3rd and 1, wishbone set. Here's a snap, handoff to Kobe Nunn over the left side. Kobe running behind his blockers. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Kobe Nunn runs this one in for 6. I mentioned his vision earlier. He showed the vision on that play. Beautiful rushing touchdown from Kobe Nunn. That'll extend the lead to 22-6 for Wadley now. Kobe Nunn in to attempt the point after. Connor telling his team he's going to kick it. He'll line up. Kobe Nunn lining up to attempt the PAT. Connor gets everybody aligned here. Connor on the hold. Kobe Nunn to kick. Here's a snap. The kick is up, and it is good. 23-6, Wadley here in the second quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. Listening to Area High School football on WLWE 94.7.
Lafayette Nursing Home is a long-term care facility providing a home, not just a bed. They offer skilled nursing services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Lafayette Nursing Home also has podiatry, dental, and eye care services, as well as in-house x-ray, lab services, and mental health care services. They accept Medicare, Medicaid, private pay, and long-term care insurance. Go by and see Lafayette Nursing Home at 555 B Street Southwest in Lafayette, or call them at 334-864-9371.
Are you ready to start the next chapter of your life? New student early registration for spring semester at Southern Union State Community College is November 28th and 29th at the Opelika campus and November 30th at the Wadley and Valley campuses. Regular registration for spring semester is January 4th, 5th, and 8th at all campuses. Your future starts now. Check out Southern Union State Community College at suscc.edu. Classes begin January 9th.
You're listening to Area High School football on WLWE 94.7 and online at Eagle 102.
Aaron Reeves on the kick that goes all the way into the end zone for a touchback, and Pleasant Home will take it 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, and like you said, it went into the end zone on one bounce, and that was a beautiful kick by Aaron Reeves.
So now 1st and 10 for the Eagles of Pleasant Home. Last drive they had one big play that got them close enough to the end zone that they ended up getting a touchdown. Now they'll line up 1st and 10 from the 20 after the touchback. Trying to get everything rolling here. Then the shotgun, 2 running backs in the backfield. That's Woods and Douglas. Scott, the quarterback, a single receiver to the near side. Here's a snap to Scott, dropping back to pass, throwing over the left side. This one, Quade Drake's all over it. He catches the pass, but he probably should have just dropped it. He lost 5 yards by catching that pass.
Yeah, and we're seeing Quade Drake's defensive ability and why he is being looked at by D1 schools is because he is great at evading blockers and making great solo tackles.
2nd and 15 now. Ryan Fulgham, Connor Fordham, JaMichael Angel, and the Wadley defense getting set. Let's see what the Eagles of Pleasant Home come out with. Shotgun set, 2 receivers to the near side. They have an up back on the right side. That's Bonvio. They hand it off to him, and he'll do a double reverse pass. Number 5 throws it up in the air. This one is caught. Nope, it's dropped. Number 11. They tried a little trickery to Cooley on that play, and it hit Cooley right in the hands, and he looked up and saw Rikishi Buchanan and dropped it.
He did, and Rikishi Buchanan was coming fast, and if he'd have caught that, I would have been afraid for him if I saw Rikishi Buchanan coming to him like he was.
Now it's 3rd and 15 for the Eagles. Good throw right there under pressure from Nicholas Woods. Woods has been the glue for this offense. 3rd and 15 for the Eagles. They're in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, no one to the far side. Scott, the quarterback. Scott takes a snap, and he'll try to toss it over the right side, and they say it's an incomplete pass. Connor Fordham almost caught that when he ran it for a touchdown. They tried a little swing pass right there, and Connor ran straight from his middle linebacker position and got his hands on it before the ball could get to the running back. That's how quick he was in there on that play.
And I'm a little confused. I was able to see that play right there, and I'm not sure how I saw that as a incomplete pass because it was underhanded and he tossed it. So to me, that
it looked like a toss.
Yeah, I'm not the rule book or anything, but it looked like a toss to me.
They'll line up 4th and 15. Now Woods back to kick, Quay Drake back to receive. Woods got a beautiful kickoff last time. He's standing with his heels on his own 3-yard line, though. Caleb Bennett coming for this one. And they'll snap it to Woods. Woods going for it. Almost blocked by number 13, Chris Hodges. This one will go to Quay Drake. Quay takes it at the 40, 35-30. Running down the near sideline. He'll be taken out of bounds at about the 15-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. Flag at the 25-yard line. Possibly a block in the back. Holding against the receiving team. That'll move him back.
From the spot of the foul is what he's saying. He was pointing at the thing, and he was saying from the spot of the foul. So Wadley will be backed up a good bit from where Quay Drake got pushed out of bounds.
In Alabama, good sportsmanship is a high school tradition, whether at home or on the road. Make our schools, our communities, and our students proud by displaying positive sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship and positive citizenship are vital in the development of good citizens, and the AHSAA gladly welcomes the challenge of being a leader in sportsmanship and in continuing the proud tradition. 1st and 10 Bulldogs on the Pleasant home 36-yard line. They're in the wishbone set. Hand off to Kobe Nunn over the left side. Kobe following his blockers. There he goes. Touchdown, Kobe Nunn. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So the flag didn't matter. Kobe's taking this one in anyway.
Nunn having a great night tonight. Kyle, he scored the past 2 touchdowns, and he just kicked the PAT on the last one. So he's having a great night so far running the football.
Just really good vision on Kobe Nunn's part, and that's how he's getting it done. using his good vision, following his blockers, and getting into the end zone. Kobe to kick the PAT. Connor Fordham on the hold. We're up to 29-6 now. Kobe for the PAT. This one up, and this one is good. 30-6 Wadley here in the second quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Hey truck lovers, ready to outfit your truck? CPI Truck sells classic Chevrolet truck parts for your 1947 to 1972 Chevrolet and GMC trucks. CPI Truck also sells a variety of truck accessories for your late model Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, and import trucks. We also have toolboxes, brush guards, window visors, bug shields, and much more. That's CPI Truck. We're located at 750 Highway 431 in Roanoke. Call or stop by 863-8782 or check out our website, cpitruck.com.
Football season is here, and Big Boys is ready to take all your area high school football orders for banners, T-shirts, and yard signs. At Big Boys in downtown Roanoke, next to the old theater, you can find drones with cameras, Traxxas remote control vehicles, motocross riding gear, and motorcycle helmets. Big Boys also has a huge indoor batting cage. Go by or call Big Boys at 334-863-6427. That's Big Boys in Roanoke, 334-863-6427.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at Eagle1023.
Bovino on the return over the right side after a beautiful kick and a big hit right there from number 50, Lakota Garrett.
Yeah, and he rolled him around and slammed him on the ground. He was trying to get away, but he just couldn't, Kyle. And it was a great tackle by Garrett.
The Bulldogs are popping the shoulder pads tonight. 30-6 Wadley, 7:30 left in the first half. Wadley firmly in control, but still trying to keep Pleasant home to only 6 points. Line up 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. They'll line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the far side. Scott, the quarterback, Douglas, the running back, off his left hip. There's a snap to Scott. He's looking over the left side, looking to throw long, throws it over the top to Bovino. Bovino's got it, and he gets hit from behind by Tommy Overton. But that's good enough for a first down. This one all the way up to the 31-yard line for a first down. He was looking over the top, and Carry-On Birdsong wasn't having it, so he had to hit his check down there.
Yeah, it was a good job by Carry-On to see that was a play-action pass, and he was covering his man well.
So now 1st and 10 for the Eagles from the 31-yard line. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Eagles trying to get the play in. They're in the shotgun. Single receiver to the far side. They'll have Bovino lined up off of the tight end to the left side. Scott takes a snap, dropping back, looking over his right side. He's throwing long. And Rikishi Buchanan almost caught it, and he tipped it to the guy from Pleasant Home, and number 5, Woods, running down the right side. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, am I watching Georgia-Auburn? Rikishi Buchanan went for the one-handed interception on that play, went off his hand wrong, and got caught by Woods, and Woods ran it in for a touchdown. It's a really weird play.
Yeah, it was a really weird situation, and might have been a big pick for Buchanan, but that's a heartbreaker for the Bulldogs.
So now it's 30-12. Pleasant Home lining up for the PAT. Scott, the kicker. And this one too high. He's going to have to roll out and try to throw it. He's hit in the backfield, taken down by Caden Messer. 30-12 your score here in the second quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Bulldog Football on WLWE 94.7.
Child on the right dental path and keep them there. Teeth sealants can help prevent decay and the sometimes painful results that can make your child afraid of maintaining good dental health. Dr. Edwards offers expanders and space maintainers to keep teeth perfectly aligned and is licensed for pediatric IV sedation. Call Dr. Edwards for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882.
Making us your bank of choice. First State Bank is always happy to help you with any of your financial needs, whether it's your first checking account or applying for a loan. Stop by any of our 3 locations in Wadley, Lineville, or Ashland for a friendly and unique banking experience. First State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
How long's it been since you've had a great steak? Go to Gedney's Restaurant and Grill in Roanoke and give yourself a treat. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill features specialty cut steaks, and they use a very special marinade. You'll love it. Gedney's has delicious steaks, starting with the 8-ounce Little Joe's sirloin, or choose the delicious 12-ounce ribeye. If you want a great steak, go to Gedney's. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill, more than just a steakhouse, located on Highway 431 in Roanoke.
Southern Ambulance Transport is always on call and always there when you need them. And we hope you don't need them, but if you do, call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367. They are your reliable emergency and non-emergency transportation, the highest quality of service. Southern Ambulance Transport is always ready. Call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
On first down, the Bulldogs hand it off to Kobe Nunn over the left side. Nunn gets a gain of 6 on the play, make it 2nd and 4 now. Dogs facing 2nd and 4 from the Eagles' 43-yard line. Wishbone set, Connor Fordham under center. Fordham takes a snap. He's going to run a triple option over to the left side. He'll hand it off to Dalton Brown. Dalton Brown keeping those legs going. They try to strip the ball from him, but Dalton gets it all the way up to the 37-yard line for a first down. Good job by Dalton to keep the ball high and tight.
Yeah, he kept the ball high and tight, and it looked like him and Connor were fighting for the ball a little bit right there on the handoff. I think Connor was just trying to make it look more realistic that he was trying to keep it, but good job by Dalton to hang on to the football.
Wishbone said once again, Caden Messer subs in for Kobe Nunn as Kobe will get a break. Connor under center. Connor hands it off over the right side. Trevor Cameron. Cameron stiff arms a man, runs through another tackler, runs over his own man. He's inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line.
Good run by Trevor Cameron and good job at evading so many would-be tacklers right there, Kyle, because he was slippery like butter right there.
That's why Trevor is one of the best running backs in the county. Wishbone said once again, Connor under center, JaMichael Angel the fullback, Messer and Trevor Cameron, the 2 edges of the bone in the backfield. They'll hand it off to JaMichael Angel up the middle. JaMichael trying to keep the legs going, but he'll get a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. The defense has let up more points than they have all season long, but it seems like the offense is not worried in the least. They line up in the wishbone set once again. Messer and Cameron, the 2 edges of the bone in the backfield. Here's the snap. Throw it over the top to number 13. Touchdown. Number 13, Chris Hodges. That's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the night. So Wadley's giving up points, but they haven't had a problem scoring. They've only had 1 drive tonight where they haven't scored, and they turned it over on 4th down on a pass that went off the receiver's chest. The lineup for the PAT, Kobe Nunn. Here's a snap to Connor. Kobe's going to kick this one, and this one is up and good. Make it 37-12. Wadley will take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
From auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the Expert Rehabilitation Services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as the Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500.
It's a fact. When you need medical care quickly, you want a professional there to attend to you or your loved one. That's why you need emergency medical transport, or EMT for short. Their staff of highly trained technicians and paramedics get medical help to you quickly and safely during those important first few minutes of an episode. And getting you to the hospital is only part of the process. Efficient, accurate medical assistance while you're getting there is all important too. That's why when you need medical help quickly, you can rely on emergency medical transport, Roanoke, Randolph County, and surrounding areas.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
Another beautiful kick from Aaron Reeves. This one bounces into the end zone for another touchback. And now the Eagles set up 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line after another touchback. Your score right now, Wadley 37, Pleasant Home 12. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Quarterback's going to snap it, throws a screen pass over the right side, and it is dropped. Hit number 11, Cooley, in the hands, but Cooley dropped the pass.
Yeah, that's the second drop pass for Cooley in the situation where he had momentum to get a first down.
Right now we're going to throw it down to Eric Velasquez and see everything's going down there on the sidelines. Eric, can you hear us?
Kyle, I can hear you loud and clear. Everything's good down here. We got plenty of fans here behind me. We have the band and we have the cheerleaders. Yeah, so everybody's nice here in numbers. And the other side, I can't say the same. Very poor.
It's a long way from
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Roll out to the right side is Scott. He throws it over the top to Cooley. This one falls incomplete. Yeah. Pleasant Home had to make the trip all the way up from Andalusia. We know how far of a trip that is. Been there, done that.
Twice, or close to it. We went to Thomasville, and that was just as far.
Yeah. Yeah, Hanley had to go to UMS, Thomasville, and Andalusia last year. We made the Thomasville and Andalusia trips. It's a long way down there.
Yeah, it's a very long way down there, and it's a long trek up here. And as the score's looking, it's going to be a long trek back.
I think it's like 3.5 hours. If I'm not mistaken, 3.5-hour trip. You can almost get to the beach in that amount of time. Shotgun set for Scott. He'll line up and take the snap, hanging it off over the right side to his little running back, number 10. Number 10 looking for some running room on 3rd and 10. He'll get a gain of 5 on the play. Bovino, the 5'4" running back. It's easy for him to hide behind a lot of his blockers. Same kind of thing Tyrese Shepard used to do.
Yeah, he's a small kid, and he looks very speedy, Kyle. And I could see him breaking out in the jet sweep or something like that, as much gun as the Eagles run.
4th and 4, Quay Drake lined up to receive the punt, but they're not lining up to punt. They're in 4th down territory, they say. They're in the shotgun, a single receiver to the left side. Pleasant Home knows if they want to win, they got to score. Trying to draw Wadley off sides. Timeout, Pleasant Home. We'll take a 1-minute break. Listening to Bulldog Football on WLWE 94.7.
Huddleston Equipment Sales and Service of Wedowee is proud to be a sponsor for the area high school football games. There you can find a wide variety of new and used farm equipment. Huddleston Equipment Sales and Service will help you with financing on the spot. They are located just north of Wedowee on Highway 431. Go by or call Huddleston Equipment Sales and Service at 256-363-1132. That's 256-363-1132.
Friday nights in Alabama. That's all you need to say to bring high school football to the front of everybody's minds. Football at all levels is an important part of our state, and support for our teams unmatched. In our role as your true community bank, First State Bank understands this dynamic, and we're proud to bring you tonight's show. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
4th and 4 now for the Eagles of Pleasant Home. They're lining up to go for it. They know if they want to win this game, they're going to have to score. They're in the shotgun set. Scott bring a man in motion. That's Bovino. He's going to take the snap, rolling to his left. Throws it over the middle. This one tipped by Tommy Overton. Falls incomplete. Beautiful play by Tommy Overton. This one will fall incomplete. And Wadley takes over on downs, and that'll do nothing but help the Bulldogs. They'll line up 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line. Wadley lining up 1st and 10 from the Pleasant Home 25, looking to score again. It's already 37-12. Wadley looking to score again, averaging 54 points a game. We're not even at halftime yet, and they've got 37. Wishbone set, Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron, the deep backs. Connor snaps it, hands it off over the left side to Kobe Nunn. Kobe following his blockers. He's got a gain of 7 on the play, make it 2nd and 3. Number 11, Cooley, once again. Cooley, the heart and soul of this defense. And Brody Wortham, the quarterback from RCHS, stepping over here for a minute. Levi talked to him for a minute. What was Brody talking about?
Brody said that I asked him why he didn't play any in the second half, and he said that Coach Pressure just came up to him and said, all right, you're done. And he said he's going to give Andrew 2 series and then leave the rest to the backups. So
they did so well last night, he didn't have to.
Hey, and he said he went 2 for 4 for 115 yards. So good night for him. Good for the stats.
That's crazy if you throw 2 passes and get over 100 yards. That's like Alabama kind of numbers. So a flag on Wadley makes it 2nd and 10 now as they get a false start. Wishbone set once again, Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron, the D-backs in the backfield. Connor under center. Connor snaps it on a misdirection play to Trevor Cameron. Cameron looking for the edge. He's inside the 20, runs over a man down to the 15. His leg's still going. He throws a man down at the 15. He's got a 1st down. Trevor's running like his hair's on fire. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Wishbone set, Kobe Nunn, Trevor Cameron, the edges of the bone. JaMichael Angel, the fullback. Connor Fordham under center. Fordham takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to JaMichael Angel. Angel runs over a man at the 10, inside the 5. He's to about the 3-yard line now. Dogs looking to score again. 37-12 already, and the Dogs trying to score again. And whistles blowing for the officials. I think they might measure. We're going to take a time out to measure. We'll take a 1 minute. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke can help you get to a better state, because Ken Seifert will talk with you, listen to you, and help you put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
They give the Dogs, they give the Dogs a 1st down after a measurement. 1st and goal now for the Dogs of Wadley. And they'll line up in the wing. The wishbone set, Line up in the wishbone. Connor Fordham under center. Kobe Nunn, one of the running backs. Trevor Cameron, the other running back. And JaMichael Angel, the fullback. There's a snap, the handoff to Angel over the right side. Angel keeps those legs moving. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. 43-12 now. 31-point spread here for the Dogs, and we're only in the 1st half. Kobe Nunn now lining up for the PAT. late in the second quarter. Wadley up 43-12. Kobe Nunn with the extra point pending. Connor Fordham on the hold. It's a snap to Connor. The kick is up, and it is good. 44-12. Wadley on top of Pleasant Home. We'll take a 1-minute break. Listen to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
You know, some of us were just born with dull or discolored teeth, but they don't have to stay that way. In just about an hour, Dr. Michael Edwards can give you that $1 million bright white smile you've always wanted. That's all the time it takes in his office, or you may elect to do it at home. Dr. Edwards also offers a convenient 3-week at-home whitening program. Both are completely safe and approved by the American Dental Association and the FDA. Don't let dull or discolored teeth keep you from smiling. Call Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882.
Looking for that beautiful, unique floral arrangement? Well, look no further than Julie's Flowers and Gifts, located behind Burger King in Roanoke. They specialize and take pride in their signature designs. Always elegance in design, using high-quality, fresh, and silk flowers. Every customer is unique, and every design is unique for that customer. Stop by or call 334-863-6001, and also visit them online at Julie's Flowers and Gifts, RoanokeAL.com, or check them out on Facebook.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE.
Here goes Bovino up the near sideline. Carry on. Birdsong finally takes him down at about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, carry on Birdsong, the lifesaver on that one, and he hawked him down from behind him. Brought him down, but not until he got 60 yards on that return as he fielded it on the 10-yard line.
So he gets all the way up to the Wadley 31-yard line. Wadley's had a few freak plays tonight that have gone for a lot of yards. That was the first kick return that's gone for a lot of yards. 1st and 10 from the Wadley 31 for the Eagles of Pleasant Home. Here comes Scott. He's lined up in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. He's running back Douglas off his left hip. Scott takes a snap, rolling out to his left side, throws it up over the top. This one is incomplete. Beautiful coverage by Carry On Birdsong. And Chris Hodges back in the backfield all over that one once again. Tommy Overton there too. Overton John with the quarterback.
Yeah, that's one thing that Wadley's been really good at doing tonight, is bringing pressure back on that quarterback, and also just bringing pressure in general. When they've been running the ball, they've had people in the backfield as soon as the ball's being handed off. But we're just seeing this Wadley defense do what they do best, and that's prevail.
44-12, Wadley over Pleasant Home here. Shotgun set. They'll bring a man in motion. Hand it off up the middle to Douglas. Douglas will dive forward for a gain of 5 yards. Make it 3rd and 5, excuse me. Overton on the tackle. Got about 2 minutes, under 2 minutes left in the second quarter now. Pleasant Home lining up in the shotgun set. Single receiver left, and they'll have 2 wing backs in this shotgun set. Take the snap, toss it over the right side to number 10, and there's Chaz Harmon. Chaz with a beautiful tackle right there. It's going to make it 4th down for the Eagles. Caden Messer's the guy that busted that play wide open.
Yeah, good job by the entire defense right there, and good job by Caden Messer to be able to bust that open and let Chaz Harmon penetrate and get back there and make the tackle.
Timeout for the Eagles. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Life is a tough game, and when it gets tougher, say from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the Expert Rehabilitation Services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as the Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500.
Hi, this is Steve Smith, manager at Russell Dewitt Center in Roanoke. On behalf of the Russell Companies and all the employees at Russell Dewitt Center, I'd like to offer a big congratulations to all the area high school football teams on their efforts this season. Russell Dewitt Center is pleased to have been part of the support of area schools and helping to bring you area high school football on Eagle 102.3. We also want to thank you for your business and pledge our continued efforts to provide you with the finest products and service available. Come see us at Russell Do It Center, Highway 431, Roanoke.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
So here come the Eagles, 4th and 5. They're lined up in the shotgun, a single receiver to the near side. That's number 5, Woods. Scott lines up in the backfield. He takes a snap. He'll fake the toss, and he's sacked in the backfield by Chris Hodges. Chris Hodges has been all over the place. He's been in the end zone twice, and he gets the sack on that play, and the Bulldogs are going to take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, clutch play right there by Chris Hodges to be able to penetrate the offensive line and get back there and make the tackle before the quarterback can even think about throwing the football. It looked like he was trying to make a play-action pass, and there was no time to do anything. He barely had time to look up, and it was a good job by Chris Hodges and the defense to force that 4th down situation.
1st and 10, wishbone set for the Dogs. Connor takes a snap. He'll fake the handoff. He's looking long for his guy, Chris Hodges, and incomplete. This one behind him. Connor needed to lead him a little bit on that when he had him wide open, but Connor threw it behind him. 1 minute remaining in the second quarter. Wadley 44, Pleasant Home 12. Wadley not putting the foot off the gas anytime soon. Wadley averages 54 points a game. They're already up to 44, and it's not halftime yet. Wishbone set once again. Let's see what they try here. Connor under center. Take the snap. He'll hand it off over to the left side to Kobe Nunn. Kobe looking for running room. He's got a gain of 6 or 7 on the play. Bring up 3rd and short. Third and 3 for the Dogs now. Connor trying to get everybody up to the line of scrimmage to get ready to go. They're in the wishbone set. Connor takes a snap. He's faking the handoff, dropping back to pass, looking long. He's going to have to roll out to the right side, looking for someone to throw it to. Throws it downfield to Chris Hodges. He's got it at the 30. Connor calling a timeout. Connor wants a timeout. Talk about a smart quarterback. Connor rolled that to the right side, made a beautiful throw, runs directly up to the referee and says, please, I want a timeout.
Yep, and he got it too. And with 18.3 seconds left to go in the second half, let's see what Ken Fordham dials up for this probably second to last play of the half.
Win or lose, the name of the game is sportsmanship in AHSAA education-based high school athletics. The lesson learned on the court and in the bleachers is good sports are winners no matter what the score. Support high school athletics with good sportsmanship, and that's a PSA from the AHSAA. And one more, good sportsmanship is a top priority for the AHSAA and our member schools. While you enjoy this outstanding event, please give all student athletes your positive support and encouragement. Booing, taunting, and derogatory remarks directed at opponents or contest officials are unsportsmanlike and unacceptable. And that's our 3 PSAs from the AHSAA tonight. 1st and 10, Wadley from the Eagle 30-yard line. They're spreading it out here. Connor's in the shotgun. He wants a touchdown. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side. Dalton Brown, the running back, off of Connor's left hip. And Dalton, the backup quarterback. .18 seconds left in the first half. They'll bring Quay Drake in motion. Connor takes a snap, dropping back to pass, looking over the middle, throws it to Quay Drake, overthrew him by a hair. He had him for a touchdown, and he overthrew him by literally a hair.
And you see the true speed of Quay Drake right there, and a seldom setup we have from the Bulldogs on that last play in the shotgun. We don't see that very much, Kyle.
We're going to see it again right here. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Connor Fordham at quarterback, Dalton Brown the running back. They'll bring Quay in motion and run the same play. Connor dropping back to pass, looking over the left side, throws it up to Dalton Brown. This one caught for a first down. Dalton Brown inside the 15-yard line. Timeout, Wadley. Wadley inching closer and closer. 5 seconds left on the clock. They only need 1 second, but they've got 5. 44-12 right now, Wadley on top of Pleasant Home. 5 seconds left. Connor's looking for the end zone. He's fired up tonight. So if they get a touchdown here, it's 50-12 if they score here. They average 54 points in 4 quarters. They'll have dropped 50 in 2.
That seems about right for their 2-quarter football game. They usually don't score but about 6 in the second half anyway, 6 or 7.
Which we haven't seen the starters play in the second half all season either.
And we probably won't see them play much in the second half during this one either.
Shotgun set, Connor Fordham in at quarterback. 3 receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the far side. That's Quay Drake to the far side. Buchanan, Kobe Nunn, Carry-On Birdsong to the near side. Dalton Brown, the running back. Connor takes a snap. Clock winding down. Connor over the middle, throws it up. It's caught by Kobe Nunn. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They didn't know if he caught it or not. Kobe jumped up and caught that one and got hit, and nobody knew if he caught it or not, but he's in the end zone for 6, and they dropped 50 here in 2 quarters. Connor Fordham wanted that touchdown, and for Kobe Nunn, that's the redemption shot. As he dropped the pass earlier on 4th down, the only drive Wadley had that didn't go for a touchdown. Now Kobe lining up for the PAT. Here's a snap to hold. The kick is up, and this one is low, but it's good. 51-12, Wadley here. I don't know how much time's left. It's less than 5 seconds. 51-12, Wadley will stay right here since there's less than 5 seconds left. Just a beautiful drive right there. 1.4 seconds left, Ethan says. Took him 4 seconds to run that play, or 3.5 to run that play. Beautiful. So Wadley 51. Pleasant Home 12. Aaron Reeves lining up to kick. Aaron hasn't had many people returning his kicks tonight, but he's just going to lay this one down horizontally across the ground and kind of squib kick it, trying to run the clock out here in the first half as the Dogs have dropped 51. And he'll kick this one up. And it's fumbled, and the Dogs pick it back up. And they're going to run with it. Aaron Reeves running down the near sideline. He's at the 40. 35, jumps over a man. The big lineman jumping over another man inside the 20. He didn't get in the end zone. But Aaron Reeves almost had himself a touchdown.
Close to a touchdown, but he almost took that one, Kyle. Had a great half by the Bulldogs.
Wadley up 51-12 at halftime. We'll take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Football season is here, and Big Boys is ready to take all your area high school football orders for banners, T-shirts, and yard signs. At Big Boys in downtown Roanoke, next to the old theater, you can find drones with cameras, Traxxas remote control vehicles, motocross riding gear, and motorcycle helmets. Big Boys also has a huge indoor batting cage. Go by or call Big Boys at 334-863-6427. That's Big Boys in Roanoke, 334-863-6427. Looking for that beautiful, unique floral arrangement? Well, look no further than Julie's Flowers and Gifts, located behind Burger King in Roanoke. They specialize and take pride in their signature designs. Always elegance in design, using high-quality, fresh, and silk flowers. Every customer is unique, and every design is unique for that customer. Stop by or call 334-863-6001, and also visit them online at Julie's Flowers and Gifts, RoanokeAL.com, or check them out on Facebook.
Are you ready to start the next chapter of your life? New student early registration for spring semester at Southern Union State Community College is November 28th and 29th at the Opelika campus and November 30th at the Wadley and Valley campuses. Regular registration for spring semester is January 4th, 5th, and 8th at all campuses. Your future starts now. Check out Southern Union State Community College at suscc.edu. Classes begin January 9th.
It's a Southern tradition as old as the land itself. When people gather, we bring food. Good food. Lots and lots of good food. Well, tradition just got easier. Now at Jack's, we do catering. Hand-breaded fried chicken and tenders, made from scratch biscuits, Southern sides, and sweet tea. From a dozen biscuits for the morning meeting to a big game tailgate for your crew, Jack's Catering makes it easy. Order and schedule pickup online at eatatjacks.com. Delicious hand-breaded chicken, sides, biscuits, and sweet tea. They're gonna love you when you walk through that door. Right now, you can also visit winatjacks.com to enter for a chance to win a VIP package to the SEC Football Championship game. Brought to you by Dr. Pepper, official sponsor of the SEC. Jack's, all about the South. No purchase necessary. Must be 19 and older. For entry and rules, go to winatjacks.com. Subject to full official rules. Void where prohibited.
Any football coach can tell you that it takes a great game plan to succeed. Knowing what you want to do and how to do it, blended with the talents on your team, creates a winning combination. The same holds true in your financial life. And at First State Bank, we have accounts, loans, and financial services to tailor to your unique needs and goals. Backed by experienced and professional bankers, exceptional service, and prompt responses. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wadley, and Ashland.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Well, Levi, I hope you're long-winded because you got a lot of scoring to talk about. You got a whole sheet full of paper there to talk about in scoring.
Let me take a drink of water before I start talking about this exciting first half we've had from the Bulldogs in their first round of the playoffs in 2017. To start the game, Wadley broke the ice. Number 1, Trevor Cameron took a 7-yard rush in for a Bulldog touchdown, and they went back in the water bucket formation. And number 22, Michael Angel, converts the 2-point conversion to make the score 8-0 with 8 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Next again, Wadley Bulldogs, they put another one in, and Connor Fordham threw a 28-yard pass, and it went in to the end zone to number 13, Chris Hodges. And number 22, Michael Angel, converted the 2-point conversion again with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Pleasant Home scored next as number 18, Scott, completed a 15-yard touchdown pass to number 11, Jonathan Cooley. And number 18, Scott's PAT was no good to make the score 16-6. Wadley on top of Pleasant Homes with 10 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Wadley scores next as number 7, Kobe Nunn, took one to the house on 24 yards for a Bulldog touchdown. And number 7, Nunn's PAT was good to make the score 23-6 with 9 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The only two scores that happened in the first quarter were from Wadley, but there's a lot more of action in the second quarter. Next to score was Wadley again. Number 7, Kobe Nunn, takes one to the house on a 35-yard rush for a Bulldog touchdown, and his PAT was good afterwards with 7 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Pleasant Homes scores next again on a 70-yard touchdown pass that was just luck, as number 18, Scott, pitched one up, and number 5, Rikishi Buchanan, kind of batted it up like something we saw with Auburn and Georgia. And number 5, Nick Woods, caught it and took it into the house. and the snap was high on the PAT, and they tried to convert and throw a pass, but it was no good to make the score 30-12 with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the second half. It was all Wadley from here. Wadley's number 12, Fordham's pass was complete to Chris Hodges again for a 25-yard touchdown pass, and Nunn's PAT was good to make the score 37-12 with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the first half, excuse me. Jamichael Angel scores on the next one on a 4-yard touchdown run to make the score 43-12, and after Nunn's PAT made it 44-12 with 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Wadley scores again with less than a minute to go, with actually 1.4 seconds left to go in the first half. Was what the clock was at when they scored. And this is how the play went. Connor Fordham completed a pass to number 7, Kobe Nunn, from 11 yards out for a Bulldog touchdown. And PAT by Nunn was good to make the score 51-12 at halftime.
Yeah, it's 51-12 here at halftime at Curtis Lynch Memorial Field. Wadley dropping to 51. They averaged 54 on the season. They got 51 and a half. How about that? How many points has Kobe Nunn scored tonight? How many touchdowns? I think it's like 3 touchdowns.
Kobe Nunn has put 6.
You might as well just count the
12,
PATs with every one of them almost.
6, 12, and that's 18. And then PAT.
21.
PAT. Yep, that's right. 21 points.
Yeah. Scored 3 or 4 touchdowns, and you got the PAT on each of them.
3 touchdowns.
He scored more points than Pleasant Home has by himself tonight. And he got the redemption on that drop pass on 4th down and made a beautiful grab going over the middle. As a receiver, it's not fun to run over the middle because you know you're going to get smacked, but you got to hold on to the football, and he did just that. All right, 51-12 Wadley here at halftime. We're going to take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Bulldog Football on WLWE 94.7.
Football season is here, and Big Boys is ready to take all your area high school football orders for banners, T-shirts, and yard signs. At Big Boys in downtown Roanoke next to the old theater, you can find drones with cameras, Traxxas remote control vehicles, motocross riding gear, and motorcycle helmets. Big Boys also has a huge indoor batting cage. Go by or call Big Boys at 334-863-6427. That's Big Boys in Roanoke, 334-863-6427.
Every town has one, that friendly hometown restaurant that serves good food every day. In Roanoke, it's Gedney's Restaurant and Grill on Highway 431. What are you doing for lunch tomorrow? You could be enjoying Gedney's Lunch Buffet, homestyle vegetables with a choice of meat. Give us a call at 863-8272 or come by and see why everyone eats at Gedney's. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill, more than just a steakhouse, located on 431 in Roanoke.
Football season is here, and Big Boys is ready to take all your area high school football orders for banners, T-shirts, and yard signs. At Big Boys in downtown Roanoke next to the old theater, you can find drones with cameras, Traxxas remote control vehicles, motocross riding gear, and motorcycle helmets. Big Boys also has a huge indoor batting cage. Go by or call Big Boys at 334-863-6427. That's Big Boys in Roanoke, 334-863-6427.
Start your children off with good dental care, and you and they will save money in the long run. That's because small problems can be caught early before they become major problems. Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee can help put your child on the right dental path and keep them there. Teeth sealants can help prevent decay and the sometimes painful results that can make your child afraid of maintaining good dental health. Dr. Edwards offers expanders and space maintainers to keep teeth perfectly aligned and is licensed for pediatric IV sedation. Call Dr. Edwards for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882. It's a fact. When you need medical care quickly, you want a professional there to attend to you or your loved one. That's why you need Emergency Medical Transport, or EMT for short. Their staff of highly trained technicians and paramedics get medical help to you quickly and safely during those important first few minutes of an episode. And getting you to the hospital is only part of the process. Efficient, accurate medical assistance while you're getting there is all important too. That's why when you need medical help quickly, you can rely on emergency medical transport, Roanoke, Randolph County, and surrounding areas.
Are you ready to start the next chapter of your life? New student early registration for spring semester at Southern Union State Community College is November 28th and 29th at the Opelika campus and November 30th at the Wadley and Valley campuses. Regular registration for spring semester is January 4th, 5th, and 8th at all campuses. Your future starts now. Check out Southern Union State Community College at suscc.edu. Classes begin January 9th.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, welcome back to Curtis Lynch Memorial Field. Everything golden for the Bulldogs right now, 51-12 here at halftime. I was looking for a score for the Millery-Isabella game, and a little bit of a surprise. Millery was up 6-0 at halftime. Surprised me. Isabella finished second in the region with Maplesville and didn't lose to Maplesville by all that much. But Millery up 6-0 right now. And if Millery wins that game against Isabella, Wadley's going to have to travel.
We're going with them, though.
Yes, facts. We're going with Wadley next week. But I think that would actually help Wadley out because I think they'd play Georgiana at home if that was the case.
I hope so because I don't want to be the team that has to travel 3 times out of 4 for the playoffs again.
Yeah, like last year. Not the best of situations, but Wadley's in a good situation up 51-12. How much do you think the starters are playing in the second half? You got to make sure you got this one in the bag first. You can't let your foot off the gas. And Wadley gets the ball first.
Well, if I was Ken, I would keep my starters in this first drive. We put it in the end zone. I'd start filtering in younger kids and then like pulling our starters out more and more as the game progresses.
And it's almost a 40-point lead. They're up by 39. One more touchdown, a few more scores, and that's a half a century ball game.
That's a basketball score for the Bulldogs.
Really. And they beat teams like this in basketball too. They're going to have a really good year in basketball. Quay Drake, his senior year. We always thought Quay Drake would go to play college basketball, but he's going to play college football. He's not sure yet, but he could probably play both if he wanted to be honest. Quay's a really good athlete.
That's a tough road to take if you play both of those sports, but if you choose to, best of luck to Quay because he's a talented athlete and he could play both sports.
Very, very true. All right, tomorrow, Georgia-Auburn. Eric, what do you think about Georgia-Auburn? We didn't get to hear you talk about it last night because we were having issues.
Well, yeah, I expect a very good game. In Jordan-Hare, 90, I think, it was 86 and may have grown the capacity, but, 86, let's say 87,000 people in Jordan-Hare on Saturday. Auburn versus Georgia, oldest rivalry. It's going to be the 120th meeting. I don't know what to tell you. I know, this is a biased opinion, but, I like Auburn, so I'm going to go Auburn.
Right.
Hopefully Auburn beats the number 1 team tomorrow. We shall see if that happens.
Could you imagine if Auburn beat the number 1 team and then beat Alabama, who was the number 1 team?
So that's going to be 2 number 1 teams in one season, and then say
they that for a resume.
Yeah, that's going to be, that'd be awesome. But, I don't know what to tell you, Kyle. I just hope Auburn does win. But as far as analyzing the game and players coming up, I can't tell you much.
All right. Levi, what you think Jared Stidham's going to have to do tomorrow to pull it off? What's the defense going to have to do?
Oh, well, let's talk about this. Jared Stidham, most accurate quarterback in the SEC.
Yep.
Running back. I played against him. What's his name? Kerryon Johnson,
yeah.
top scorer in the SEC.
Yep. KJ looked good last week, too.
And,
really
there's some more. There's more leaders. Kicker. What's his name? Parkey?
Carlson.
Carlson, not Parkey. Parkey's in the NFL.
Parkey,
yeah, I saw him get an
Parkey
onside kick this past weekend with the Dolphins. But, so he's the top scorer, the leading all-time scorer maybe in the SEC.
Yep.
So, Auburn's got those 3 big players, and, it just adds up. It may be their year. I don't know, but they have to do something. They have to show up tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely got to show up. Play the number 1 team in the nation tomorrow, playing Georgia. That one's going to kick off at about 2:39. The coverage starts at 2:30 on CBS, and it'll start about 2:39 is when kickoff will be. Rod Bramlett and the gang will get fired up at probably about 11 tomorrow morning. It's going to be chilly in Auburn, but with that many people packed in the stadium, it might not be too cold. Alabama, Mississippi State. The Tide trying to roll over the Bulldogs. Not as easy as you would think with as many linebacker injuries as we have.
Yeah, there's a lot of situations that, you just can't fix because of injuries. You just got to play who you got. You got to put your best out there. You got to put your best 11, I should say. But we've seen Nick Saban's recruiting class, and it's
number one for 3 out of the last 4 years.
Yeah, pretty great. Let's put it like that. Pretty great. And so not really much to worry about. I think he has confidence in his kids. So I think whoever they do put out there, that's 100% is still going to do a good job for Alabama.
And hopefully the Tide will roll. And it's looking like Georgia and Alabama, but as we were telling my mom as we were eating Subway before the game, we're telling her Alabama's got to beat Auburn or else they won't even get to play Georgia. You got to get Auburn first, and playing in Jordan-Hare is not the easiest thing to do. And we have the reminiscent tip play here in the first half as Pleasant Home got a tip pass for a touchdown. It looked eerily similar to the Georgia one.
Very, very similar.
But it hasn't hurt Wadley much. He gave up one touchdown, but it's still 51-12 here at halftime. We're going to take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Are you ready to start the next chapter of your life? New student early registration for spring semester at Southern Union State Community College is November 28th and 29th at the Opelika campus and November 30th at the Wadley and Valley campuses. Regular registration for spring semester is January 4th, 5th, and 8th at all campuses. Your future starts now. Check out Southern Union State Community College at suscc.edu. Classes begin January 9th.
Hey truck lovers, ready to outfit your truck? CPI Truck sells classic Chevrolet truck parts for your 1947 to 1972 Chevrolet and GMC trucks. CPI Truck also sells a variety of truck accessories for your late model Ford, Chevrolet, Dodge, and import trucks. We also have toolboxes, brush guards, window visors, bug shields, and much more. That's CPI Truck. We're located at 750 Highway 431 in Roanoke. Call or stop by 863-8782 or check out our website, cpitruck.com.
Lafayette Nursing Home is a long-term care facility providing a home, not just a bed. They offer skilled nursing services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Lafayette Nursing Home also has podiatry, dental, and eye care services, as well as in-house x-ray, lab services, and mental health care services. They accept Medicare, Medicaid, private pay, and long-term care insurance. Go by and see Lafayette Nursing Home at 555 B Street Southwest in Lafayette, or call them at 334-864-9371.
At RMC, we love serving people in small towns throughout Northeast Alabama. But there's nothing small about the care we provide. For example, we're a member of the UAB Cancer Network, have been awarded the Blue Distinction Award for Cardiac Care by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama, and are rated in the top 5% in the country by the Commission on Cancer. It's not about the size of the town, it's about the strength of our regional health system. Regional Medical Center, advanced technology, advanced care.
It's a fact. When you need medical care quickly, you want a professional there to attend to you or your loved one. That's why you need Emergency Medical Transport, or EMT for short. Their staff of highly trained technicians and paramedics get medical help to you quickly and safely during those important first few minutes of an episode. And getting you to the hospital is only part of the process. Efficient, accurate medical assistance while you're getting there is all important too. That's why when you need medical help quickly, you can rely on Emergency Medical Transport, Roanoke, Randolph County, and surrounding areas.
Lafayette Nursing Home is a long-term care facility providing a home, not just a bed. They offer skilled nursing services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Lafayette Nursing Home also has podiatry, dental, and eye care services, as well as in-house x-ray, lab services, and mental health care services. They accept Medicare, Medicaid, private pay, and long-term care insurance. Go by and see Lafayette Nursing Home at 555 B Street Southwest in Lafayette, or call them at 334-864-9371.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Curtis Lynch Memorial Field. Teams getting warmed up here before the start of the second half. Bulldogs of Wadley up 51-12 and getting ready for the third quarter. Dogs will get the ball to start the third quarter. And it was all Dogs first half. All Dogs 24-7, 51-12. They'll get the ball first. They'll see if Connor Fordham will come out, and they'll run the wishbone. They ran some shotgun at the end of the half, and it looked pretty good.
Yeah, I want to mention something before we just get right back into high school football. You said all Dogs in the first half. I hope that's not what Rob Bramlett says tomorrow afternoon.
True. In your case, yes. In yours and Eric's case. I don't know. I just want to see a good game. Right now, Milry, Isabella, the winner of that game is going to get the Bulldogs. As of right now, we've still got 2 quarters left. But the winner of that game will get the Bulldogs. And right now, Milry is on top 6-0 at halftime, so the Dogs would travel to Milry next week if it ends that way. As for Randolph County,
Isabella 7, Milry 6.
Or 7-6. Isabella, we just got a score update from Mr. Randy Howell. Isabella's up 7-6 in the third quarter. If Isabella wins, Wadley gets a home game in the second round. And for Randolph County plays the winner of Fultondale and Colbert County. Fultondale's up 32-3 in halftime there. So Fultondale's looking pretty good, which Fultondale was undefeated going into the game, and they're just extending that. Hatchie's losing 16-7 right now, which is quite surprising.
Who is Ohatchee playing tonight?
Sylvania. Trying to find the Chambers score real quick. Chambers playing right now. Chambers was up 6-0 23 minutes ago. And hopefully Chambers can pull it out. They're in the state semifinals. If Chambers can pull it out, they will go to the state finals. CA Chambers Academy come back down the field. It's 14-6 Chambers Academy now. So Chambers trying to pull it out. Hopefully they will. They'll play in Troy again for the third year in a row.
And this is Chambers' closest game so far this year.
Yep. And this is the most points Wadley has allowed this year, 12. But they're also the most they've scored in a half, 51. So both sides of the spectrum here for the Dogs. And we're getting ready for the second half. They've got the starters out there getting ready to receive the kickoff. Looks like Quay Drake's out there. Jamichael Angel, Carry On Bird Song. The whistle blows, and we're ready for the third quarter. 2 quarters left, and then it's the second round for Wadley if they can keep it up like they have been. Back deep to receive for the Dogs, Caden Messer, Quay Drake, D. Eccles. The upbacks, Jamichael Angel, Carry On Bird Song, and Caleb Bennett. The guys on the front line, Gage Ogilvie, Clay Cotney, John Freeman, Chris Hodges, and Christian Reeves. Lining up now to kick for the Eagles, number 18, Robert Scott. He's talking to all of the guys on his left side. Let's see. He's pointing up in the sky. He might be kicking a pooch kick, and Wadley's lining up to the far right side because they saw what I saw. They're lining up to the near sideline. He said he wants to kick a pooch kick and try to kick it up in the air and see somebody go up and get it. This could be good or could be bad. He kicks this one straight up in the air. Caleb Bennett Caleb Bennett fumbles the football, and nobody's fell on it yet. I think a dog fell on it afterwards. He kicked it right to Caleb and right to that wrist that had the brace on it. He fumbled the football, but Wadley fell back on it. So Wadley takes over 1st and 10. A beautiful pooch kick, though.
Yeah, it was
didn't go out of bounds. A lot of times it'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, and that was, like you said, that was a beautiful kick right there, and Caleb unable to catch it safely, and that's what the point of the kick is.
Wishbone set. 2 deep backs in the backfield, Trevor Cameron, Kobe Nunn. Jermichael Angel, the fullback, Connor Ford, the quarterback. Connor takes the snap, hands it off to Kobe over the left side. Kobe running behind Trevor Cameron. Kobe just bouncing up through the middle. He's hitting his fist on the ground because he almost had 6 there, but he picks up 9. He almost had 6 points. Picks up 9 yards. Had a guy grab onto his shoestrings, and that took him down. They'll line up in the wishbone once again. 2nd and 1. They're at their own 48-yard line. Connor snaps it. He'll hand it off to Kobe over the left side. Kobe's got a beautiful big hole over there. There it goes, Kobe Nunn. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So what, his 4th or 5th touchdown tonight?
That would be his 4th touchdown of the night, and after this PAT will be his 5th converted PAT.
So Kobe lining up for the PAT now. Actually, Kobe will come out. They'll give those legs a break. And they'll let Aaron Reeves get in there. Aaron Reeves had some beautiful kickoffs. See if he can boot this one through for the PAT. Connor Fordham on the hold. Kick is up, way up. He almost hit the top of the old gym, but this one's good. 58-12 here in the 3rd quarter. Take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Bulldog Football on WLWE 94.7.
Center in Roanoke. On behalf of the Russell Companies and all the employees at Russell Do It Center, I'd like to offer a big congratulations to all the area high school football teams on their efforts this season. Russell Do It Center is pleased to have been part of the support of area schools and helping to bring you area high school football on Eagle 102.3. We also want to thank you for your business and pledge our continued efforts to provide you with the finest products and service available. Come see us at Russell Do It Center, Highway 431, Roanoke.
It's fall, and the ever-changing weather can make it hard to keep your home comfortable. Don't sweat it. Talk to the specialists at Bain Heating and Air Conditioning for help. Right now, they're offering up to a $1,600 rebate on a qualifying new Lennox system that can give you the control you need and the comfort you want. Call Bain Heating and Air Conditioning today at 1-800-894-3353. Alabama license number 12072.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. The Pleasant Home Eagles have it for the first time of the 2nd half. They'll have it 1st and 10 at about the 33-yard line. The referee calling an official timeout. He's trying to get somebody in for the running back, number 88. I think number 88 was a little bit injured, and the referee's just for his safety. He's concerned for his safety. That's a good move by the referee. He doesn't want any of these kids to get injured. He's concerned for the starting running back. Looking at some scores that Pleasant Home had. Pleasant Home played McKenzie, lost 46-47. Lost to Brantley, 47-7. Lost to Georgiana, 47-0. Nobody has scored this many points on them all season, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. With the running back, number 88, Brendan Douglas, is getting helped off the field by his coach. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line now.
88 was really good at pass blocking, so I wonder who they're going to put in to take up his place.
They put in Eric Bradley, 5'7", 158-pound junior. Put him in at running back now. And they'll line up. Here comes Scott. Scott in the shotgun. They'll have 2 up backs here. A single receiver to the near side. That is number 5, Woods. Snap to Scott, the end around to number 10. He's looking for running room. He found Kobe Nunn. Kobe's all over the place. Offense, defense, it doesn't matter.
Kobe made a huge tackle, Kyle, and puts him in a bad situation. The Eagles in a bad situation.
Kobe and Chris Hodges, two guys that have absolutely been everywhere on offense and defense. Both guys playing defensive end. So if you got your two defensive ends doing a really good job, you should be having a good night defensively. 2nd and about 17 now. They're in the shotgun. Scott has two receivers to the near side, two to the far side. His running back is number 3, Eric Bradley. Scott dropping back to pass. He's going to throw it long. The only man out there, Buchanan. Buchanan picks it off. And he's trying to take it back. He's at the 45. Stiff arms a man, 50. Running down the middle of the field. Cuts it back to the far sideline. Jukes by one defender, but he gets it all the way to the Eagle 37-yard line. Rikishi wasn't tipping that one. That's all day. It's like a fly ball in the outfield. It's a can of corn. It's easy. 1st and 10 now. Bulldogs got the ball at the Eagle 37-yard line, looking to tack on more points. Buchanan will get subbed out of the ball game now. I know he's got to be cold. He's got his jersey pulled up almost above his chest. You know he's got to be cold because it's cold where we're at. 1st and 10 now. Bulldogs in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left for Connor Fordham. Fordham snaps it, hands it off up the middle to Kobe Nunn. There goes Kobe once again, but he's brought down after a gain of 8. I'd love to see the stats on how many yards he's going to have at the end of this game because it's going to be a lot.
It is going to be a huge number, Kyle. So maybe we can get a good estimate from Tim Altork in the paper next week.
He'll have a write-up after the game tonight because I know he's here. He'll have a write-up later on, about a few hours after the game. He's pretty good at doing that. And he might be in the 200, close to the 200-yard mark. Shotgun set once again on 2nd and 1. Connor takes a snap, and he'll toss it out to Trevor Cameron. A beautiful play by Connor Fordham. Cameron cuts it back inside. He's to the 20. Inside the 20. One man grabbing onto him. He's still churning those legs inside the 5. Down to about the 3 or 2 yard line. Trevor just won't go down.
Cameron hadn't seen the end zone since the first quarter, and
he's hungry.
He almost took it in that time, like you said, Kyle. He is hungry for the end zone.
58-12 in the 3rd quarter. Wadley trying to score again. It's not like they're throwing the ball. It's just run plays.
Number 33, Jacob Price.
Now they'll line up this time in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Trevor Cameron, the running back. Connor's going to run this one himself. Runs behind Trevor Cameron and kind of slides down at the 1 yard line. And Connor's down at the 1. He's going to bring in the heavy set.
2nd goal from the 5.
I think they're going to kick a field goal here. Yep. Wadley lining up to kick a field goal. They've done this often this year. They'll get – Connor could have scored a touchdown on that play, but he dove down at about the 2 yard line. So they're going to let Aaron Reeves try to attempt a field goal here. Reeves lining up. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is up. This one, no good. Kick is no good. So now Pleasant Home's going to take over.
Wide left.
Wide left. Just a tad wide left. But Pleasant Home takes over 1st and 10 now. The Dogs just kind of having their way on offense right now. Comes a little bit of a sub package. Blaine Caldwell in now.
And Linden. At the end of the 3rd quarter, Maplesville and Linden are tied at 28.
Maplesville and Linden tied at 28 in the 3rd quarter. That's an insane score as well. Linden has not been doing hot this year at all. And Linden was the 4 seed in that region.
And I was about to say, and Maplesville's the number 1 seed. That's the number 1
number 1 in the state. With that, won 3 state championships in a row. That's crazy. Crazier things have happened. 1st and 10 now for Pleasant Home. They'll line up at the 20-yard line. Shotgun set for Scott. He's got a single receiver to the near side, and he's got 2 up backs. Scott takes the snap. He's going to hand it off over the right side to number 10 once again. The same play they've been running for a long time. And a big tackle in the backfield. Not sure who that was. He was trying to run from Caleb Bennett, but Caleb was too fast.
Looks like number 10.
Yeah, that was number 10 on the carry, Bovino. And Bovino got ran down for a loss of about 10 on the play, if not more. It's 2nd and forever now. A lineup in the shotgun here with Scott. He's got a single receiver to the far side. He'll bring Bovino in motion again. They'll run a little double option pass. And they'll throw it up in the air. Dalton Brown on the coverage. A good catch right here on the 35-yard line. That's the second time they've run that play. This time it is complete to number 9, Joshua Ruth. Now we get a first down for Pleasant Home all the way out to the 35. I don't know, number 5, Woods can throw the ball pretty good.
Yeah, he can.
For a running back, he throws the ball really well. Now here comes Pleasant Home. The Eagles lining up in the shotgun once again. 2 receivers to the near side. An up back to the far side. That's Bovino. They'll bring him in motion. They're going to try the same play. Dalton Brown on the coverage. Dalton looking over the top, and that's going to be a flag all day. Yep, that's all day. If you don't turn your head, you're going to get a flag.
Yeah, and he didn't turn his head. He just kind of blocked it, blocked the receiver.
He kind of boxed him out right there. Can't do that. He's taught better than that, but he knows.
Is. And he's been playing cornerback for Wadley for
a
while now, and he knows that.
And a lot of people saying it's uncatchable. And Coach Cofield down there just not chewing him out. Coach Cofield just kind of let him know. Just kind of talking to him about the play, trying to get it right. They'll get it right in film study. Cofield's a good coach. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line now. All the second stringers in, all the starters from Wadley now sitting on the bench right here in front of us, just trying to chill out, I guess. Shotgun set for Scott. Scott snaps it. He'll hand it off over the right side to Woods. Woods looking for running room. Hit from behind by number 71, Elijah Beverly. Elijah with a big hit on that one for a loss of 1. Looks like Kobe Nunn may be going in for some quarterback next drive.
Might be. And also want to point out that Mr. Overton is still in the ball game right now, and surprised to see him still in the ball game. He's had an excellent night tonight.
Connor talked about Tommy Overton at the show Wednesday night that they did at Struts Wings for Friday Night Network, and he said Tommy's done such a great job replacing Connor because Connor has had to play middle linebacker every snap for so long. And Bovino over the left side and a big hit from Tommy Overton. You talk about him, there he is. Tommy looks a lot like Clay Matthews. The long hair. 3rd and 7 now, but Connor talks about Tommy and said Tommy's helped him so much because Connor gets to come in on offense with fresh legs because of Tommy playing some middle linebacker and doing a great job at it. I have a man limp off. That's Christian Reeves, number 51, that'll limp off for Wadley now. Wadley's got the second stringers out there, mostly. Still got Aaron Reeves, Chaz Harmon, Elijah Beverly out there in the line. Everybody else second stringers. Shotgun set for Scott. Scott snaps it. He's looking over the left side. This one almost tipped, and Caden Messer hits the big guy in the legs and almost takes him down. This one's short of a first down. 71, Elijah Beverly also there on the tackle.
Yeah, Caden Messer is a huge playmaker. Caden only a 10th grader this year, so there's no telling what he's going to turn into when he's a senior.
Caden's been starting since he was an 8th grader. He had to fill in when Kamari Avery got hurt in 2016. He filled in at middle linebacker, and he was thrown into the fire then, and he's ready. Shotgun set on this 4th and 2 play. number 88 back out there for the Eagles. Here's the snap to Scott. He's rolling out to the right side. Caden Messer all over him. Caden makes him throw it fast, and this one goes incomplete. Caden just couldn't get picked up by the running back there, and Scott talking to his running back, number 88, Brendan Douglas, saying, man, that was your guy. But it's not fast enough to get to him. Coach Fordham looking for Dalton. 35-28, Maplesville on top of Linden right now. Maplesville lost their best player for the past 3 years, Terrence Dunlap, the running back, now playing college football. 20-14, Isabella on top of Milry. If that holds, Wadley will be here next week. Wishbone set for Dalton Brown, and the snap is fumbled. But Dalton falls on it. And forget what I was saying. 2nd and 10 now for the Dogs from the 42-yard line. Dalton playing some quarterback here in the 3rd quarter. We've still got a whole quarter to go. 58-12 Wadley here in the 3rd quarter. Dalton Brown under center in the wishbone. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to D. Eccles. Eccles looking for some running room. He's got a first down. Eccles to the 46-yard line. He's a young running back, but he is shifty.
Yeah, D. Eccles is a very shifty running back, and he's really good at what he does when he does get to play.
D, number 27, he's just a sophomore as well. He and Caden are in the same class. So there's your running backs. Caleb Bennett's a sophomore as well. So that's like 3 different running backs for your future teams. Dalton takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Caleb Bennett over the left side. Caleb running those legs, and he gets a gain of about 5 on the play. So even with the backups in, Wadley not having a problem finding yards.
Yeah, they're moving the ball very well. And I don't think we're going to see Connor anymore this half. I think he's looking for his baseball cap.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I think he's got the baseball cap on somewhere. Quay Drake doesn't have his helmet. Buchanan down there. They're all just relaxing.
Nunn and Angel.
Yep, JaMichael's down there having the ball. He likes to dance on the sidelines. Here's a quarterback sneak. Dalton Brown runs into his own man, Aaron Reeves, and gets taken down after a gain of about 3 on the play. Kane Hurd will sub in now with Kadarius Zachary, as well as Tay Brown. Wadley facing 3rd and 2 now here in the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Bulldogs.
As I said pregame, I said it's a little chilly out here, but hopefully it'll heat up on the field. And Wadley's offense has been hot. 58-12. Here's the handoff over the right side to Kadarius Zachary. Zachary looking for a first down. Didn't get the first down, but he got close.
Kadarius Zachary.
With 4th and short now. 4th and 1 now for Wadley. Let's see what he lets Dalton do here. Might just have Dalton try to knee this one or something. We'll see. Wishbone set. Caleb Bennett, Kadarius Zachary, the 2 edges of the bone in the backfield. Snap up the middle. Dalton Brown on a quarterback keeper. He's got a first down and more. Still turning those legs. He's to the 34-yard line with a first down. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Wadley up 58-12.
Eric Bradley. And number 15, John Barton.
Wadley just letting the clock roll. Here comes Jacob Marable, the freshman, onto the field. Jacob's going to be running some running back here. Jacob and Caleb Bennett in the backfield. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Jacob over the right side. Jacob trips up over Caleb Bennett. He'll get a gain of about 5 on the play. Jacob's going to be a dynamic athlete like his brothers when he grows up. Jacob only an 8th grader. Used to, we'd play him at 7th grade down here, but Jacob, they've got such a good program going that most of them don't get on varsity till 9th grade. that's just as good a program as they have now. 2nd and about 7. It's a snap, the handoff to Jacob Marable over the right side. Jacob taken down after a gain of about 1. That's the running back for Pleasant Home, number 88, Brandon Douglas.
I see number 76, Aaron Reeves, still on the field, and he is plowing over his man, and he sent him back about 15 yards and put him on his back.
Aaron's getting a bunch of pancake blocks in. 3rd and 6 now for the Dogs. Aaron playing right guard, or right tackle, excuse me. Wishbone secondary, Zachary, Jacob Marable. Here's a snap, quarterback sneak for Dalton Brown. Dalton trying to get carried by his own players. Make it 4th and about 1 now. Fourth and 2 officially. Dalton Brown lining up. And there'll be a timeout. Or that's the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 58-12. We're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE.
Life is a tough game. When it gets tougher, say from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the Expert Rehabilitation Services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as the Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500.
Huddleston Equipment Sales and Service of Wedowee is proud to be a sponsor for the area high school football games. There you can find a wide variety of new and used farm equipment. Huddleston Equipment Sales and Service will help you with financing on the spot. They are located just north of Wedowee on Highway 431. Go by or call Huddleston Equipment Sales and Service at 256-363-1132. That's 256-363-1132.
Here's a word from H&M Drug in Wedowee. If you're tired of waiting in line at the so-called discount pharmacy, step up to real service. Come to H&M Drug in Wedowee. You're invited to save time. Call in your prescription and use our drive-in window. Major credit cards are accepted, and we honor most insurance plans. H&M Drug in Wedowee, the cure for the common drugstore. Open 8:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday and 8:30 to 12 on Saturday.
It's a fact. When you need medical care quickly, you want a professional there to attend to you or your loved one. That's why you need emergency medical transport, or EMT for short. Their staff of highly trained technicians and paramedics get medical help to you quickly and safely during those important first few minutes of an episode. And getting you to the hospital is only part of the process. Efficient, accurate medical assistance while you're getting there is all important too. That's why when you need medical help quickly, you can rely on emergency medical transport, Roanoke, Randolph County, and surrounding areas.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
So Wadley gets a first down on a quarterback sneak to start the 4th quarter from Dalton Brown. And then on the second play, they hand it off to Kadarius Zachary over the left side. Kadarius picks up 5 yards and make it 2nd and 5. Second stringers getting in on the action. The young kids with the same hunger to get in the end zone, and they're getting close. 2nd and 5 now from the Eagle 16-yard line. Jacob Marable, Kadarius Zachary, the two edges of the bone in the backfield. Here's a snap, handoff to Jacob over the right side. Jacob Marable looking for running room. He'll get up enough for a first down, I believe. Jacob Marable running the rock here for the Bulldogs. Jacob's got a first down inside the 10-yard line. Start of the 4th quarter here, Wadley 58, Pleasant Home 12. Wadley lining up here in the wishbone once again. Caleb Bennett, D. Eccles, the two running backs in the backfield on 1st and goal. They'll line it up and hand it off to D. Eccles up the middle. D is in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. D. Eccles scores a touchdown for the Bulldogs, and it's 64-12 now. Yeah, D. Eccles just a 10th grader. That's pretty much your offense for next year, and that offense looked like they'd win this region.
Yeah, they did a really good job of pushing the ball down the field. And looks like Kobe Nunn's going to get one more point before the end of the game tonight. At least he's
trying to. Yeah, Kobe trying to line up for another point here. He's lining up for the PAT. Here's the snap. The kick is up. Oh, man, this one is right down the middle. It's good. 65-12 here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Bulldog Football on WLWE 94.7.
Southern Ambulance Transport is always on call and always there when you need them. And we hope you don't need them, but if you do, call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367. They are your reliable emergency and non-emergency transportation, the highest quality of service. Southern Ambulance Transport is always ready. Call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367.
Hi, this is Steve Smith, manager at Russell Dewitt Center in Roanoke. On behalf of the Russell Companies and all the employees at Russell Dewitt Center, I'd like to offer a big congratulations to all the area high school football teams on their efforts this season. Russell Dewitt Center is pleased to have been part of the support of area schools and helping to bring you area high school football on Eagle 102.3. We also want to thank you for your business and pledge our continued efforts to provide you with the finest products and service available. Come see us at Russell Dewitt Center, Highway 431, Roanoke.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
Now on the kick for the Bulldogs on this kickoff. That's number 62, Justin Fulgham. Fulgham gets a beautiful kick that'll go down to Woods at the 10-yard line. Woods looking for running room. He's trying to look up the middle. Caleb Bennett tells him to stop shuffling those feet and try to run as Caleb gets back there and runs him down. I talked to the Fulghams before the game, Hunter and Kyle Fulgham. I noticed Justin had dyed his hair pink. I was wondering why. They said it was for breast cancer awareness. Hunter said he was about to buzz it all off after October got done. But 1st and 10 now for the Eagles of Pleasant Home. Aaron Reeves going back in once again. 1st and 10 now in the shotgun for Scott. Scott takes a snap. And here's that end-around play to number 10 once again. He's looking for somewhere to go. He runs into Aaron Reeves. Reeves still in there making plays. Bovino gets hit in the backfield for a loss of about 10 on the play. Wadley's done got used to that play. They're not having it anymore.
Yeah, and also in on that tackle right there was number 20, Caden Messer. Well, we saw him get a pretty hard lick in on that one. And a good job by number 26, Gage Ogilvy, to turn that play back towards the defense. He did a good job of containing that run.
2nd and about 15 for the Eagles of Pleasant Home. They're in the shotgun. Scott lined up with 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. And he's got number 10, Bovino, off his left hip. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Scott snaps the football, looking to his left side. Throws a screen pass out to Woods. Beautiful tackle out there by number 4, Blaine Caldwell.
Yeah, great tackle right there by number 4, Blaine Caldwell. And that's a senior versus a sophomore. And he just showed him that he wasn't afraid.
Yeah, Blaine Caldwell taught well by Coach Cofield on that defense. Knows if you go for the running gear, the guy's not going any further. You can grab them by the shoulders all you want to. They'll keep dragging you down the field. But if you go for the running gear, they're not going to go any further. 3rd and 16 now. Your score 65-12 in the first round of the playoffs, mind you. Shotgun set, 3 receivers to the near side. They'll hand it off to Bovino up the middle. Bovino making some moves. Jukes out Kadarius Zachary. Juking out some more players, looking for running room. Caleb Bennett trying to run him down. Caleb Bennett's got him at about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, good tackle right there by number 15, Caleb Bennett, and number 11, Dalton Brown, also in on the tackle, but not before an Eagles first down.
Michael Angel not happy with the second-string defense after that one. That's just how they roll. They don't want to give up any more points. It's the most points they've given up all season, and it's just 12. But this is the most points they've scored all season, I believe, was 65. They averaged 54. They're up to 65 here in the fourth quarter. They line up in the shotgun here with Scott. Scott takes the snap, dropping back, looking over the left side. Throws it to Woods. This one incomplete. Blaine Caldwell was all over it once again.
Second down situation, Kyle, with about 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Do you think he's going to keep subbing younger kids?
Probably so. He's going to get as thin as he can get with subbing kids in. Here come the Eagles lining up in a single back set, 3 receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the far side. Scott takes a snap, dropping back. He throws a little shovel pass up to Bovino. Bovino looking for running room, gets by Blaine Caldwell, and he trips and falls, and he is mad at himself. Bovino's a quick guy. They'll bring in Jacob Marable now.
Yeah, and it looks like number 20, Caden Messer, stayed on the ground a little long, like he was in a little bit of pain before he got up, but he seems to be a tough kid. He got up and shook it off.
Oh, yeah. Cade's a really tough kid. They'll bring him out, bring Jacob Marable in. Jacob Marable going to play some linebacker now. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the Wadley 39. We're under 7 minutes left in the ball game.
1st and 10 for Pleasant Home on the 39-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Line up in a shotgun set. Woods off the quarterback's left hip. They'll bring a man in motion. Here's the snap. They'll run a speed option to the left side. Toss it over there to number 9. And number 9 gets a gain of about 7 on the play. That is Joshua Ruth.
Joshua Ruth on the carry. Stop made by number 7.
Ruth gets a good gain of about 8, actually. Make it 2nd and 2 now. Right now, we're going to throw it down to Eric. And Eric, how's the feeling on the sideline right now?
Hey, Kyle. Everybody's it's just a relaxed sideline. And, I got to bring this up at every Wadley game we are. We're at Wadley's average 54 points a game. The current the record for most points scored in a Wadley game is 72. That was set in 1929. So hey, we're just a touchdown away from the record for tying the record for most points scored by Wadley in a football game.
Scott dropping back to pass. He'll throw this one over the middle, and it falls incomplete to Bovino. On the coverage, Kadarius Zachary. Now it's 3rd and 1 now.
Ball's incomplete.
3rd and 1 now. We're under 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Dogs on top, 65-12.
3rd down and 2 for Pleasant Home.
Trying to find some scores for you. Fultondale wins 39-3. Randolph County will travel to Fultondale next week, and that's going to be a huge game. 3rd and 2. Scott dropping back to pass, throwing long for Woods. This one is caught. Touchdown, Woods. Touchdown, Eagles.
Nicholas Woods. Touchdown, Pleasant Home.
I make it 65-18. Coach Cofield not happy. That's just how he is. He wants greatness. So now lining up to go for 2 are the Eagles.
The Eagles set with 2-point conversion.
Lining up for the 2-point conversion. Scott in the shotgun. Scott hands it off over the right side to Bovino. Bovino trying to cut it back inside, and he is sandwiched by Jacob Marable and Gage Ogilvy. Bovino's still down as he was the meat in that sandwich. We'll take a 2-minute break. Listen to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
It's a Southern tradition as old as the land itself. When people gather, we bring food. Good food. Lots and lots of good food. Well, tradition just got easier. Now at Jack's, we do catering. Hand-breaded fried chicken and tenders, made from scratch biscuits, southern sides, and sweet tea. From a dozen biscuits for the morning meeting to a big game tailgate for your crew, Jack's Catering makes it easy. Order and schedule pickup online at eatatjacks.com. Delicious hand-breaded chicken, sides, biscuits, and sweet tea. They're gonna love you when you walk through that door. Right now, you can also visit winatjacks.com to enter for a chance to win a VIP package to the SEC football. Sponsor of the SEC. Jack's, all about the South. No purchase necessary, must be 19 and older. For entry and rules, go to winatjacks.com. Subject to full official rules, void where prohibited.
Southern Ambulance Transport is always on call and always there when you need them. And we hope you don't need them, but if you do, call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367. They are your reliable emergency and non-emergency transportation, the highest quality of service. Southern Ambulance Transport is always ready. Call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367.
First State Bank is celebrating 45 years in the banking business and would like to thank you, the customers, for making us your bank of choice. First State Bank is always happy to help you with any of your financial needs, whether it's your first checking account or applying for a loan. Stop by any of our 3 locations in Wadley, Lineville, or Ashland for a friendly and unique banking experience. First State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back, and you hear my friend Steve Smoot call us in there. The Chambers Academy Rebels, where his 2 boys play, they're going to the state championship game for the 3rd year in a row as the Chambers Rebels win 14-6 tonight, so they're going to play in Troy next Friday in the state championship game as they beat Abbeville 14-6. And now here's the kickoff from Pleasant Home. This one will bounce over to the right side. Caleb Bennett is going to pick it up and just take a knee with it. I've been kicking it a lot to Caleb tonight.
Kick down by number 15, Caleb Bennett.
Isabella beats Milry 26-21. So next week, Wadley will play Isabella right here.
We have a final score between Isabella and Milry.
Yeah, a little bit behind. Milry 21. Home game next week for Wadley. Good news. Really good news. Jermichael's cold. In other news. Wing T set here for Jacob Marable. Marable takes a snap. He'll hand it off up the middle to his young running back. So young freshman running back, we don't have him on the roster. But he'll get a gain of about 4 on the play. Timothy Marable on the carry. Last Timothy Marable that was at Wadley High School wore number 7, graduated in 2009, and that was a really good running back / linebacker. So you've got a Marable at quarterback, a Marable at fullback, and then Caleb Bennett at running back. 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Jacob takes a shot on the left side, but he keeps moving, gets close to a first down. Jacob gets up and makes it about 3rd and 2 now. So next week we'll have RCHS in Fultondale and Wadley against Isabella. We'll be at Wadley, Isabella next week right here at Curtis Lynch in round 2 of playoff action. Wishbone set for Jacob Marable. Jacob takes the snap. He'll hand it off over to the left side to Caleb Bennett. Caleb looking for running room. Caleb just running behind one of his blockers. He's still moving those legs. He's at the 40, and they'll finally bring him down at about the 38-yard line. Caleb not going down easy. Against some of the starting defense. So they've got their backups in now too. Caleb having to come out now as he's limping over to the sidelines. Connor's helping him out there. He's got a cramp. Connor's stretching him out on the sidelines. 1st and 10 now. D. Eccles running in there. A little bit late, wishbone set. Kadarius Zachary will help him with the play. Jacob Marable under center. Timothy Marable, the fullback. Here's the snap. Jacob's going to run it up the middle. Jacob gets a spin move, loses the football, and D. Eccles tries to fall on it, but he doesn't get it. I'm not sure who picked it up. I think the Eagles might have gotten it. There's a flag on the field as well. Not sure who came out of the pile with it. We'll see what the call is. Illegal shift on the offense. Penalties decline. Eagle football. So it's a fumble, and the Eagles of Pleasant Home get the football.
Fumble recovered by Pleasant Home. Offsetting penalties.
See if we can find Maplesville. Munford is down 14-12 heading into the fourth quarter. Just found that score. That one's a shocker. D. Eccles going out there on defense. Caleb Bennett still getting stretched out on the sidelines. So now it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They'll line up in the shotgun. Under 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Wadley trying to wrap this one up 65-18. Here's a snap. Scott takes it. Scott looking long for his man who's double covered. Scott's going to throw this one out of bounds. And he hits the cooler on the sideline. Carry-on Birdsong trying to go in at some quarterback here in a minute. I don't think he's going to get in there, though. Second and 10 now for the Eagles of Pleasant Home. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Dogs up 65-18. One minute left. Ethan says 1 minute left. Shotgun set for Scott. Scott takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and they'll get a gain of about 4 on the play.
Number 3 for Pleasant Home, Eric Bradley.
Eric Bradley on the run.
Number 14,
Jacob Marable on the tackle. Dogs up 65-18 here in the fourth quarter. This one almost over. Third down and 6. They'll line up in the shotgun. They got a new quarterback in now. Single receiver split out to the far side. 2 wing backs in on the play. Here's a handoff up the middle once again. And tackled by Gage Ogilvie. Big hit from Gage Ogilvie.
Number 9, Joshua Ruth on the carry.
Joshua Ruth on the carry there.
Ruth picks up a first down for the Eagles.
Clock just continuing to wind down. And we'll talk about player of the game. I'm giving it to Kobe Nunn.
Kobe Nunn's got my vote too.
Yeah, I guess y'all don't need my input, but I was going to say the same thing.
And Kobe scored more points tonight than Pleasant Home has. Kobe has like 28 points. More than that, actually.
29
because he got a PAT. 29 points for Kobe Nunn tonight. Here's a handoff up the middle on first down. And that's the end of the ball game. Wadley wins 65-18 over Pleasant Home. And Wadley will host next week against Isabella right here at Curtis Lynch Memorial Field. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back. You're listening to Bulldog Football on WLWE 94.7.
Looking for that beautiful, unique floral arrangement? Well, look no further than Julie's Flowers and Gifts, located behind Burger King in Roanoke. They specialize and take pride in their signature designs. Always elegance in design, using high-quality, fresh, and silk flowers. Every customer is unique, and every design is unique for that customer. Stop by or call 334-863-6001, and also visit them online at Julie's Flowers and Gifts.